Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's session of the Watery Grave. We have our normal crew with us, everyone, including Ashcall, on time.
Yay!
And
Oh my god.
yes, so we have
Yay.
and it's quite great. We have our new character, which I didn't really get to explain last session because unfortunate internet problems that happened, which are not happening again, luckily enough. It was just a one-time thing. So yes, we have the whole crew here. Everyone is with us, and we have Keenan or Sithis. I'm
Nice
sorry.
to meet you.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you to explain your character again.
Let me open up my character sheet.
I'm sorry.
Lolly, 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 get your lolly here.
Can I just use that to describe my character?
She's a lolly. That's your whole identity now, apparently.
Yep.
Demons,
Illegal lolly,
thumbs up.
19 years old,
Oh, totally
4'9",
legal.
pink hair,
Wait.
red and blue heterochromic eyes, because gotta love having different eye colors.
Oh yeah.
Special.
So,
Indeed.
how close to 13 does she look?
Silence.
I'm
Well.
thinking
He's thinking about it.
probably a little over 13
I got you.
for a 19-year-old.
Right, right. Okie dokie. Session hasn't even started yet, and he's already taking notes.
For just testing everyone.
Just writing down there. Sithis is a lolly.
Oh,
No, he's just taking a manuscript.
I forgot I could do the thing where I can write in character notes and
This is
shit.
probably the very start of the discussion you all had at the beginning of the session. We come in, and you guys are just talking about how Keenan looks like pedophile bait, so cool.
This was not my idea, just so we're all clear on this.
And he starts scribbling everyone's names that's associated with this conversation.
I feel like this is actually happening. Where's the handout?
And then for Deadeye, instead of the default heart attack in 60 seconds, he goes into long descriptive detail about how horrible, horrible things have to happen first.
True. All right. So we are all set to go.
Really? Ashclaw.
Are
And
you still streaming?
yes, we're streaming. We are live now. I'm trying to find.
What
the
are we
save.
waiting for?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know either.
I was waiting for you guys to start. That's all.
It's time to
All
end
right,
this
I'm
random
gonna
moment of
start.
silence.
Moment of silence for the dead lolly. Alright, so last time, you guys did another favor for Witheu. Witheu is your contact in Odin Town, and when you went to see her,
There you go.
she insisted that you guys meet up with a man known as the Physician. The Physician was going to be your crew's medic when the party was formed. However, when you guys go see the Physician, he was less than willing to go along with your demands, as no one was sick, injured, dying, or anything else that he cared about. However, in your efforts to persuade him, there was an interruption. An older gentleman with his sick daughter comes rushing in, and suddenly the physician's placed in a very hard position. He does not have the necessary materials to make the cure for the girl, and the necessary materials would draw him away from the girl as well as be very dangerous. So he turns to you, you who happen to be conveniently there and needing a favor of him, he in turn asks a favor of you in exchange for maybe possibly holding up his end of the deal.
For
guys-
plot convenience.
Yeah. And so you guys head out into the northern reaches of the island, into the territory of the Pers. There, in the darkness of the final day, on the night of the new moon, when the ingredient you needed would be most illuminated and easiest to find, you were able to find it thanks to the familiar of Garrus. And you guys proceed to the location. However, once there, you come across a ritual of some sort by the Pers, as they were already aware of the flower and its special blooming period. In a battle of the darkness, you overcome, and you are able to get the flower that you have been seeking. While chased by the Pers, you are able to safely make it back to Odin Town, just in time to give the very tired and weary physician the necessary ingredients to make his cure for the girl. She is able to make a full recovery, and the physician's finally able to get some rest. After which, he does go see Witheu. A couple weeks have passed since then. You guys were lauded as heroes. A handful of people know you. The town itself is aware of your presence. And so, it's not too uncommon to see you guys still in town at the tavern, which is where we're going to begin this week.
Lolly at the bar.
Oh my.
True story.
It's fantasy. Plus, I'm 19, so it's legal.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not like you guys have cards or anything, and in fact, some of them are hoping you get drunk. But anyway, you guys find yourselves in the tavern. It's a nice spring day, probably mid-60s, very comfortable outside, not overly hot or cold. And it's about noon when everyone comes in for lunch from their various activities or downtimes. You guys
One
find
quick
yourself.
thing. I can't see a thing on the map.
I will correct that shortly. There we go. How about that?
Thank you.
Right. So, you guys are all there, enjoying your meals, hanging out. And we'll go around the table just to see, how everyone's enjoying their lunch, as well as maybe even catching up. We'll start with Ren.
Oh shoot. What happened last time in the roleplay chat?
Oh, mostly Onyxia and Korva having a little tussle.
Yep, that's about it. We fought. Corva won.
I returned 2 purses after the fight.
Yeah.
Did Ren discover the information about the orb this last session or was it last one?
I think it was the last one. You were
Okay.
trying to. You
So
went, you
she hasn't
spit
really
some-
been doing much this week. She's just been training and getting her bow skills awesome.
Yep.
She's more awesome than normal now.
Yay.
Let's hope your dice prove it.
Yeah, I hope
Brag,
so.
boast, boast.
Yeah, then I
Nixia.
get murdered.
Would I still be kind of helping out around the tavern, being the barmaid, helping cook and things like that?
You can do one or the other, but yeah, you can be doing your thing if that's what you wish.
I'll be doing my thing, helping out the bar. Would he want me to serve drinks or be in the kitchen?
Well, as cooking is your specialty and not necessarily table service, you'd probably be in the back in the kitchen area, specifically
Over here?
over here.
Oh, over there. Okay, cool.
Yes. Alright, well, you're cooking in the back. As you can see, you have a well-stocked kitchen area with stove and countertops. Several utensils, though you have your own to cook with as well. And today's meal includes a lot of pork, a lot of greens, shipped in fresh from the Steganter farm. And so you're able to prepare a lovely little dish for the patrons that day. Corva.
Mm-hmm. Korva has been, after the little event between her and Onyxia, has been mostly returned to her healing services around the town. Um, Maybe crossing paths again with the physician every now and then, but otherwise, not not much has happened from that.
Okay. Garrus?
Garrus is just eating. Shyvana is outside scouting, but she's flying around the tavern.
Cool.
Garrus is eating Siobhan.
Yes, perfect. Jock?
Eating.
CCs?
Oh. Keenan is currently getting a bit to drink, and she's super lightweight, so it might be a bad idea.
Oh, it was only 3 Jello shots. Are you sure you're done?
Jello?
There might be a few more than just that.
Okay. Anyway, for those of you talking, you're pretty much talking to the wind, as it seems like most of y'all are content to eat or are prepping things in the back. That's when you feel a disturbance, Garrus. Shyvana comes in, as well as this man here. You recognize him as one of the Odin Town Guard. And your bird is quite eager to share information as well, but he speaks up on behalf of everyone. Everyone! I need you to return to safety immediately. Stay indoors, do not come outside. You at the bar, adventurers. Odin Town has need of your aid. Will you serve her again? A massive monster has risen up out of the ocean and has been trampling the town in the northern district. I need you to come with me at once if you can.
Korva just immediately bolts out of her seat and stands up, ready um, to jump in action. she coughs a couple of times because of her drink. Yes, of course.
We have no time to lose. Let's go.
Come on, Gwen, we're leaving. And just takes off.
Who's Gwen?
Okay. Anexia!
Sorry, Onyxia.
You didn't notice the subtle hint. It's okay.
Oh,
Korva is just
right.
going to stand over here and until to make sure that to make note of who is coming.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna keep the bar some company. Keenan says, a little tipsy.
Come on, it's a party adventure.
Oh no.
Come on, you two. Let's go. We'll need you
Keenan
both.
sighs and decides to go. A bit upset about leaving her drink behind.
You can hear the footsteps.
Alright. What's Nixie gonna do?
She totally didn't just, while everyone's leaving, down the drink behind everyone's back and then go.
Well, that's
Perfect.
Sweet. Well, as you guys can hear, everyone immediately quiet down and hushed in the tavern. As you guys are leaving, everyone looks grim and serious. The guard left too soon for you to ask any additional information, so you're left chasing him down the streets towards the Northern District. In the distance, you can see a shape a shadow moving through the buildings, but you're not close enough yet to get a good look. Shavana just got a glimpse of it before rushing in herself. Now, here's what you guys see as you pull up on the district.
I see a lot of pixels.
It's coming.
Oh my.
Oh boy, what we got here?
Begin the anal puckering.
Ah,
As you guys come down the street towards this area of buildings, you see towering over the buildings a cloaked figure, its dark wraps blowing in the gentle breeze that day, standing out in stark contrast to the bright sun overhead. It's currently surrounded by at least half a dozen guards of Odin Town. You presume more are on their way. However, the creature itself is probably around 20 feet tall, easily more than a match for any single one of these guards, and you can tell that much just from where you're standing. There's been some damage to buildings. It seems to be looking around, although you can't very well make out its face, except for the very large maw that occasionally turns your direction. Tendrils of steam wisp out. It seems to be looking for something, as it's destroying the town and giving no reference to the little people that scurry about. So, let's go ahead and do initiatives, and we'll see what happens.
doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, you didn't. Ah, goddamn it. Oh, it worked. Even though I pressed it earlier.
So, you're a 7. Got it.
All right. Oh, good. Great initiative.
Oh, can I have a rule check? I'd like to know what constitutes a large size or smaller.
10 feet or less.
Ooh, okay. And this thing's 20 feet.
Right. It's a 3x3. You would classify it as huge.
It's huge. Sorry, I had to.
We got a monster.
Alright, well, assuming everyone's on the board, let's go ahead and get to it. Coming out on top, it's Jacques, or Jacques. So, what do you wish to do? You have been requested by the guards to help depose this monster, but it looks like quite the menace.
Intern.
Alrighty.
Move,
Tina.
enter.
You are presently at the back of the pack. You probably don't have the best of views on the creature yet, since there's a building right next to you blocking most of your vision.
Those are correct. Okay.
How far can I move?
You can move up to 6 squares or 30 feet.
Does diagonal count?
We're cool with diagonals. You can move
Okay,
diagonal if
because
you want.
otherwise I'd have to move through people, and
Yep.
that's annoying. And turn.
Cool. Obviously, as you guys come out to the main street here, you're able to get a much better view of the creature. Though no one, as of yet, knows what it is. Ren?
Alright, let's move a bit closer. Actually, she can move 35. I keep forgetting that, but she can.
Do you want to switch out your icon with the new one, Gothic?
And then I would like to like, what would I roll to find out more about this creature? Like perception? Does kind of
Well, perception will let you see what's there, but perhaps hard to see. Nature would let you discern what is this creature.
she is not very intelligent like that.
Well, you can either Hail Mary or go with your strengths.
Let's just see what nature can give us.
Give me a roll. 16 is actually decent. Because of your research that you've been doing in recent weeks, you vaguely recall reading about this thing, this creature. It was not very specifically defined as what you see, so much as you know the term seeker. In olden days, there were seekers, those sent out to retrieve these artifacts of power. And this massive black-garbed monstrosity that you witnessed before you seems to fit the bill of what you were reading about.
Ren's holding the orb.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So, in addition, you know that this creature is one of a handful. There's more of its kind in the world. You also know that it didn't always look like this, that it has been corrupted or presumably tainted by the power of the artifacts. And that they are always seeking them out. Always. You imagine that ever since the orb appeared, it's probably been like a beacon to this thing, and it's just now hitting landfall to find it.
Uh-oh.
So in other words, if we lose, millions of people died because we brought an artifact here.
Maybe. Anyway, that's an action to do that,
Yeah.
but you now have a much better understanding of this thing. At least if it is what you think it is.
Okay.
Obviously, it's still looking around. It hasn't like pinpointed you out of the crowd or anything. So it's likely if it's seeking it, it's just general areas and not laser precision.
Okay. So that's my turn.
Okay. Its turn. It appears to turn and look in random directions. It's hard to say as its face is mostly covered. You just know that its head is swiveling about. And as it steps further into the alleyway, it smashes and crunches down on the building itself. Tile goes everywhere as beams splinter and crash. You hear some sounds like maybe people inside, but you don't see anyone scrambling out. Shyvana.
Does Shyvana get any kind of feeling from this creature? Like anything that should make her react a certain way, Nova? Like her being a fae and this thing being some kind of ancient.
She knows this thing is no fae. However, it is. Give me a history check with her, with the Raven's intelligence history.
History.
I mean, obviously, Ravens don't have history, so it's really just a neat check.
Yep. Yeah, I'll just roll straight in then. Oh, one sec, hold on. I have to get that back. Straight in check, go!
Okay.
Wow, with a -4, and I still got something semi-decent.
Yeah. So, obviously, Shyvana
something.
wasn't always a raven. Bound in the raven's form, though, her memories are a little iffy. Why in the world is Jakku all the way over there? Did I put you there?
Token switching is going on.
Yeah.
She was
I
right
made
there.
a mistake. You might need to put my
She's got a new
My,
Jakkuth upgraded.
Yeah, I can't see nothing. The screen's black.
Right there.
Yeah, right there.
There we go. Problem solved, baby.
Sorry.
Right. So, anyway,
Yeah.
what Shyvana recalls of the Seeker. She doesn't know what Ren knows about the Seeker's perhaps objective, but she knows a bit more about the origin. The Seekers used to be a group of individuals that were kind of at odds with the Fae, honestly, and part of their curse, their corruption, was brought on by the Fae. Though the exact nature of the curse and the why of it is unclear at this time, Shyvana would likely presume this creature an enemy, even beyond its obvious monstrosity, the monstrous nature it has now.
Gotcha. So she's gonna flap like onto my shoulder. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it! That's basically her turn.
The turn order got messed up.
Well, who effed it up? Jakku? You still got a 22 in the list. Is it still jacked up? Yeah, it is. Oh, you edited it. I see.
I'll put it back at 22 where it was. If you don't mind.
Alright. Yeah, you're in there at 22. So I'll resort and then bump the turn back to what it was. I'm just going all around the world. I don't care. I do what I want. Puckered anuses. Now, Odin Town Guard gets to go. Obviously, this thing's a menace, and they're all together, so they're gonna charge this guy.
Oh no.
They're doomed.
And they all march up and proceed to wail on it.
No.
And let's go ahead and see how they do.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk with you again. Wow, only 118.
Only one of them manages to hit.
Only one that went anywhere near double digits.
Yeah. So the guy pretty much runs up. All the other guys are kind of intimidated and slow to act, but this front man, he's like, my booty's not puckered, and he immediately thrusts his lance or his spear into the foot of this towering monstrosity, and his blade, the blade of the spear, is able to penetrate, and a black ichor squirts out as he draws his spear back out for another thrust. However, as he does so, the seeker turns, now giving a lot more Fs than it did before. Corva, your turn.
Oh boy. I guess I will move here first, 15 feet, and then right over here. Well, kind of wanted to talk to the guards, but so could I be able to tell whether this is what kind of creature type this is?
The easy, non-greasy Seresto collar gives your dog 8 continuous months of flea and tick protection. 8-month Seresto.
I guess I will do that. I rolled a 9.
Unfortunately, you're unable to discern what this creature is. It's not something you've seen before. Fairly certain of that.
So as soon as Corva reaches Yakud, she just kind of contemplates all of these men attacking the creature, and she just says, "Oh no, they're already in there." She's just kind of slightly frozen, as she thinks she knows what's going to happen now. I think I will take a dodge action for now, unless
Your
holding
action.
me.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's it.
Okay. Garrus, it's your turn.
Yep. I'm going to use a dash action to move to. Damn it! Why won't you fucking? Never mind. All right, whatever. Hold on, I'm dashing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
So the
More or
one I
less.
tagged.
Yep.
The one I pointed to because it looks like that's where your measure was going.
Yep.
Alexia.
Kazune!
Alright. I'm gonna head on up.
If you guys could, go ahead and add your bars. Nixie already added hers. I don't know if you see that.
No. And for some reason, I can't touch my token anymore.
Check and make sure you're on the right thing and you're not on like a ruler or something. I did that just a second ago.
Oh, whoops. I did
Nice.
exactly that. Thank you.
I set mine and then I pressed cancel instead of save.
Trying to figure out, can I go here? Yep. So I'm gonna go right here in this little area, peeking out of eye of that guy.
In the future, could you press the space bar when you move?
Spacebar? You doing this? What? Oh my god.
What?
Wait, what?
Really?
Anyway.
We see the path, you don't.
Okay.
Wait, you just press, like, how does that work?
Press the spacebar. You
It's
have
pretty much you click your token, you're holding it, and as you're moving it around, press space bar, and you can mark your path.
Yeah.
Just keeps it a little simpler when you're moving long distances, and I see tokens popping around. Alright, Jakku, as you can see, it is your turn.
Alright. I know that's 30 feet, but I'm wondering if I can use that second sprint action to be able to climb this 40-foot tall building.
Well, the buildings themselves are made from lumber, mostly wood, so you imagine that you'll likely have the means.
Alright, so I could totally scale the side of this building and get on top?
You can start scaling. The thing's 40 feet tall.
Right.
You'd roll
Then
a
I only have a
climb.
20.
Oh, that's right. Do you have a climb speed?
Yeah, 20. And I was
Oh,
going to
well,
use my secondary speed to climb as far as I possibly can.
Well, your climb speed is 20 feet. So that means that if you use your action to dash, only about 20 of that is used to climb, and then that's what you get for free, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Anything beyond that, and I'd have to make you roll for it.
Alright, so I'd say
That is
I'm
true.
20 feet or halfway up the building.
Okie doke. We'll go ahead and just stick you right there. Corva, you have something to add?
You're on push to talk, Corva.
Oh, thank you. Is there anything I can say before Jakku blasts off in that direction?
No, as it's not your turn. Your time for speaking was on your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Ren is going. Okay, she has like 10 words that she can speak for free?
Yep.
Okay. It wants the orb, do we give it? And then she's gonna shoot at it.
Okay. Mark the distance. You should easily be within range. It does have partial cover from you because of the building.
But I have the sharpshooter thing I told you about.
So it'll ignore it. Go ahead.
Alrighty. And do I be risky?
You have a sharpshooter fee?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna be risky, take a -5 to get a +10 damage.
Sounds like a good idea.
I feel like this is going to carry us.
What, sniping?
Will hit. Wait a second. That's a -5, right?
Well, I haven't added the modifier yet.
No. Wait, sharpshooter gets a
You
negative.
have a +7 without modifier?
Yep.
So you get another modifier on top of that?
Or, no, I take -5 to my attack roll to get a +10 to the damage roll.
Yep, that sounds right. Okay, you hit him. Your arrow flies straight and true, smacking the creature likely somewhere in the abdomen. It penetrates the dark robes that billow around its body. Yep, so that would be 19 piercing.
Yep. That's probably gonna be the only shot we hit, because that's how luck works.
Have faith, my child.
But the hit was, a fairly solid one. So, you're hoping it did quite a bit of damage. That's when the creature turns to you.
Mm-hmm.
It then raises its arm and points a long, bony finger right at you. Anything else you wish to do?
Maybe make a small squeaking noise in fear? But that's it.
Does everyone else hear that? I want to roll to hear that.
It's super effective.
Squeaking.
I'm right here. I can hear it.
That's the sound of
Bravery.
certain muscles clenching. Keenan, your turn.
Oh, that's bad.
I think I am going to. That. And I have my bow out, so I might as well take a crack shot at it.
Be my guest.
Okay.
Fortunately, your shot will miss.
Darn, must be the booze.
Mark the arrow as it plinks harmlessly into the side of this building.
I would still be able to recover it if it's in the building.
Sure, but you lose ammunition. So just keep track of it. We'll see what you can recover by the end. All right, it is the Seeker's turn. After pointing its finger,
Anus clenched.
you see the air distort around itself and the guards.
Oh.
But wait, there's more.
What?
Is that all?
Don't say that.
No, there's actually one more just for you.
How cocky can you
Thank
get?
you.
That will be the one that murders you. Good job.
No, don't worry. We have people in there doing melee.
Oh, no.
Until the melee fallen and we're suddenly the melee.
Well,
Well, there's an easy solution to that problem. Run.
I feel like
So-
we need. Sorry.
as these much smaller variations of this spawn into existence, they immediately start attacking the guards on all sides. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 of them are gonna hit. Alright. A small slaughter begins to occur. As suddenly, guards begin to go down.
Are you ready,
Unfortunately,
kids?
yeah, as they're not done. The enemies next to the guards will stay there, but these guys will not. Jakku is out of its reach. It will not go after Jakku. Yet.
I'm about to take damage.
Maybe.
Potentially. I'm in range, I mean. And they're all targeting us. It's probably because they noticed someone had the orb.
I'm gonna say because I shot it. And the orb, most likely.
Jeez, how am I supposed to not kill with these many enemies? These many. Hey, English.
That is... Whose breathing is that? That is not me.
That's Nova.
That's me.
Nova. That's
Breathe.
Nova's sexy breathing right there.
So sensual.
They're moving so much.
Yeah, for all we know, for all we know, they could be ghosts or some shit.
Alright. Most of them were dashing, but a couple of them do get attacks. Particularly these two next to Keenon.
Only two.
Alright. One of them will hit.
Should have just stayed in the bar.
These creatures are very fast, though they don't seem to move upright. They seem to be lumbering, kind of like they're hunched over and just making weird noises, like as they move towards you.
Oh, yes.
And then one clawed hand whips out from underneath the dark cape and slashes at Keenan. The other one missed. Dealing 4 damage, Keenan.
I'm dead. Totally gonna die.
Oh, I thought that took you out.
Yeah,
I was like,
we
wait,
need more
what?
damage.
If you stay
I have
there,
9 health.
Maybe.
I have 9 health. I'm dead.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're level 1. Shit.
Garrus. Well, Shyvana.
You guys are fucked, huh?
This is fine.
Well, Shiv... Hey, you know what, I'll try to be fancy. Shiv is gonna go into my bag and grab a flask of oil. Take an action to do that. And then she's gonna fly and move... it says she can move 50 feet. Does that include takeoff and I get to fly 50 feet, or is that just getting into the air, Nova?
The 50 feet is distance as well as height, so you'll have to compromise.
Oh, okay. So, alright, so she's gonna go 10 feet up into the air, like once she gets the flask, and begin flying it 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And she's gonna be flying above this thing. 10 feet up in the air.
10 feet. Gotcha.
Yep.
As in, she's occupying the square above his, more or less.
Yeah, basically, yeah, like 10 feet up. So I guess 2 squares technically in that.
So, for intents and purposes, adjacent, combat-wise.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
She's going to be adjacent combat-wise.
She won't get an attack of opportunity though if she leaves the space.
Well, I don't know how much of the range these things have. If they have 10 feet, yeah, then she would get attacked.
No, I mean, you can be at 10 feet, but that would put you within the second square. And if you were on a grid, you know, this space right here is technically 10 feet away from you, but it's the very edge of this square.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
So.
Yeah, she's gonna be like idling up there with the oil in her mouth or whatever.
Okay. No problemo. Well, the guards realize the F up that's happening, so they're immediately going to orchestrate their efforts and try to fight their way out of the mess they're in. And most of them will hit. That guy gonna get him. As they all pull their spears towards one target, they're able to bring one down. It goes poof in a dark tendril of smoke. Unfortunately, they dare not move, as they'd be opening themselves up to a bad time. Corvus' turn.
Push to talk.
Thank you.
The dodge action?
Yeah, please. The one time I have the crossbow instead of a short sword. Ay.
You can drop a weapon and pull out the short sword as a free action.
I don't think I. Anyway.
You can do that.
I don't want to. That's the thing. So I'm just going to throw a glance at Ren, and just a terrible glance of we are fucked. And with that, I'm just gonna say we just can't keep the orb if that's what they want. And oh god, I believe I would like to. Okay, I'm gonna try and use my channel divinity as a paladin. I'm going to use turn the faithless. Oh my god, that's long. Basically, every fey or fiend within 30 feet of me needs to make a saving throw, and if they fail, they are turned. So 30 feet.
That's all of them.
That's all of them. Yeah.
Shyvana, go ahead and make a save, please.
Yep.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah.
poor Shyvana.
Oh yeah, I forgot she's a fae.
So wait, what am I rolling for save? I'm sorry.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Well, lucky me, oh my god! Never mind. Alright, yeah. So,
Lucky you.
yeah, so Shiv failed that. Okay.
So
And let me
that
guess, none of them are fey or fiends.
Well, they don't appear to be moving, so either they are very strong against that particular type of ability, or they might not be.
Ta-da.
So is she moving like where the marker's going, Nova? Like directly away?
A
30
creature
feet?
must spend its turn trying to move as
Oh,
far
I'm sorry.
away as it can.
Okay.
So on your turn, she is more or less feared of Corva and must fly in the opposite direction
Uh,
Oh,
away.
good.
yeah, I
Oh,
just
good. So the
did
oil
that.
firebomb I was going to be
I am.
falling flat.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
we can't have that. Yeah, let's save the oil because what if they like fire? You know.
So yeah, I just kind of did that and then stare at Ren.
I mean, they do die in smoke, so they probably look like fire.
Yeah,
Mhm.
probably. Maybe that's a good idea.
In-
Unless it's water mist, and that's the
I'm-
case. Then.
I'm
So,
putting
Garrus,
my.
how are you feeling?
I'm putting.
Well, Garrus was going to come back, but then he sees Corvus just Shiv is like freaking the hell out in his head, panicking. So, I'm ignoring this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
You skipped some 30s, but okay.
Wait, would I miscount that? No, would I miscount that?
Seemed kind of fugly to me, but since you're all the way out there,
No, that's fine. Yeah, just 20, 35. So 5 more feet. Boop. Okay, good.
okay, there you are. Solid. Anixia, you have one of these heavy breathers right next to you.
I'm remembering when they had the first instance with that orb. So, can I try to roll to disbelieve illusion?
Yes, that is intelligence saving throw, I believe. As far as you can tell, no illusions are present.
Okay. Does that waste my action or just?
It is. It would waste your action, as you are actively checking for illusions and trying to break them in your mind, more or less.
Oh wait. Okay, use my bonus action to do Step of the Wind. Disengage from him and take my movement. Oh, wait, hold on. What the? I was doing it before. I wasn't doing it now.
Okay. I got you.
See if I can get over here. What's 40 feet? It didn't work for me. What?
Well, let me count out. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Looks like 40 feet. We'll go with that.
Okay. Hey, Gareth.
And you burned a key point, right?
Yep. I already marked it off. Hey, Gareth, what's up?
Jakku, you are halfway up the 40-foot tall building.
I keep climbing until I'm at the top.
Okay. If you burn your climb speed, I believe you can make it to the top just fine.
I am gonna burn my climb speed.
Yep. So no rolls required. You just make your way up there.
Okay, can I still move?
I'm gonna need the rules keeper to look up the rules for using variable speeds. It's likely going to be in the exploration chapter or the one in combat related to speed and movement.
Gotcha.
And see what you can do to find that out. But for now, I'm going to say, Jakku, that is all your move that you can use, unless you choose to sacrifice an action.
Okay, you can switch back and forth between your speeds during your movement, but it only counts as your full movement. So whatever you can climb 20, and then you still have your movement speed, but you would minus 20 from your movement speed.
That's what it is. Yes, thank you. So that's what it is. Your regular move minus 20, so you can move around on the roof.
Okay. So I can only move, what, 10 feet?
Mm-hmm.
That seems accurate. Okay. Standing on the top.
You know, I think. Can I take a ready action?
Sure.
Or, sorry, a dodge action.
Yes. Dodge action it up.
Yep.
Ren.
How far could I chuck the orb?
Well, I'll give you an easy 20 feet. Disadvantage if you throw farther than that.
Throw it the other way. I don't want to come in my direction.
I try to get him away from us.
Yeah, it looks like you were looking to throw it here.
Oh, no, that was someone else.
Oh. I was gonna say, I don't want it getting closer to me.
Can I throw it on top of the roof?
You could, but as you see, most of the rows are slanted, so...
Yeah. Okay.
It'd be like a 1d2. See which side it falls on.
Nah. It would happen to land flat on the middle.
Or to say a D2, you mean a coin toss?
Pretty much. There are D3s if you can imagine that.
Yeah, that I can imagine.
Try to think of a shape for a D3.
I'm thinking just a straight flat triangle that you just flick, and whatever end is pointing at you would be the one that's counted.
Alright, I think I'm gonna chuck it into the tree and then move the other direction.
Okie doke. Go ahead and ping it where you want to put it.
Like, right over there.
Throw it away from me.
I try to get it into the tree so it'll get caught or something.
Oh, okay.
We can't talk here where we want, goddammit.
Go ahead and ping one more time. There it is. Okay. You throw it up in the tree. Does it get caught?
That's like a 50.
That should be a luck check, I would hope.
Should I do a roll check?
It falls to the ground.
Oh. Dang it. Okay.
Well, it is kind of a heavy orb.
Yeah. And then I am going to back up. So, okay. And they will get opportunity attacks on me. So, do I just start moving and then you do the ops and then we see what happens, or?
I mean, they're not going to stop you. They're just going to do some damage to you if they manage to hit.
Okay, so... Shoot, need to measure one more time. Right there. Right down there.
Does a 14 or an 18 hit you?
AC of 15.
Okay, one hits. Alright, only 4 damage as you're running away. But several of them with covered faces appear to look in the direction of the orb. Kina.
I'm legit just gonna die this turn, 3 turns in. I'm just gonna sprint south as far as I can.
So, perhaps you're not aware. There is an action you can do to avoid getting opportunity attacks.
Ooh, that's
it's
good.
called a disengage action. Pretty much you sacrifice your main action, and you may move up to your full speed away.
Sounds good.
Okay. You may go ahead
Can
and
I
move up
sprint
to 30
with
feet.
it, or
No, you can't sprint.
it's 30 feet, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's a tree in the way.
That
No.
looks like a tree.
Yeah,
We'll say
tree
you
and a
moved
house.
around the tree. It's the same distance. So anyway, you run away as best as you can. Their turn. Before the guards can get away, this guy is gonna do a thing.
How tall is the big guy, by the way?
20 feet.
Close to 20 feet.
So Jakuth has got the high ground right now.
Fortunately for this guy, the beast reaches down trying to grab at one of the guards, and he narrowly evades. It was a close call. He's not so lucky the second time. Picked up in the creature's hand that you see, he's immediately crushed. Guts and blood pour out on the pavement. Nothing but paste is left. Meanwhile, the rest of these guys will move on up. That's good enough. Yeah, that'll be good enough. Six.
Why 12d20?
I'm going through all of their attacks at once. Another guard drops to the ground, dead from too many slices on his body that ripped through the mail.
There's not even one. There's not even that many that can attack.
They can
What's
have multi. They can have multi attacks.
Oh, okay.
We don't know their combat abilities yet.
Exactly. So anyway, meanwhile, Ren's idea seems to have worked as they all converge. One of them picks up the orb in its clutches.
Can you mark that one, or oh, it's just going back?
I'll go ahead and mark it for simplicity. And the rest of them go back too.
So they're no longer ticked off at her for shooting an arrow right at his face?
They don't appear to be.
So they must have just been after the orb. They must have knew you had it. And I took damage because of you. I hope you're happy.
Actually, the thing gives off an aura of malice. No matter what, they would feel that malice and they would go towards it. So no matter what.
That is the general idea.
True.
Doesn't like the kitty.
His clawed hand works furiously as he slowly scrabbles up the side of the wall. But he's not going nowhere fast.
Yeah, I know you did. I forgot to say anything about it.
This guy's gonna go ahead and run too, so you can op if you want.
He's gonna seek an op.
Opportunity attack, Corva.
Did I?
Oh.
Do you want an opportunity
Oh,
attack?
I'm glad you were paying attention.
Oh, I was gonna say, ops are pretty nice guns.
Well, I actually don't have any weapon on me right now, so.
Yeah, he put his crossbow away. So probably punch should be unproficient, and she would like.
I am not interested either way.
Yeah. So anyway, the seeker's done, and the orb is nearly home. Shyvana, you're frightened.
Oh, I know. I'm already flying 100 feet. Full action to fly away. 5, 10, 50. Fuck it. Literally 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Flying extra 10 feet up to get over him.
Something I would
Cruising altitude.
something
Yeah.
I would have to ask.
Basically, I'm like over here.
Would
Oh, there you go.
because
Did you poop on his head while you flew over?
No, I was gonna
Important
drop.
question.
I was gonna drop the oil to get some fire going, but.
well, here's
no
the thing
luck in
though.
there. Too panicked.
She's panicked and frightened. Don't you think she would open her beak to scream, or would she just drop
good
it?
point. You're right. So I dropped the. So there's a pool of oil in front of Korvik.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Go ahead
Horses.
and scribble an oil puddle right there, just in case, fire appears for whatever reason.
I was gonna firebolt it, but yeah.
Can I just launch a fire arrow on it?
If you can make fire arrows.
I can't. I'm just messing. I mean, I have matches. I think I have a tinderbox.
There looks like there's only 2 guards left. They will do their best.
Are they gonna try to attack the one with the orb?
No, why would they care? In fact, they get a little sickened by it. They'd rather just make a break for it. Actually, they're not going to attack. There is a small opening that they're going to take. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about as far as that guy gets without getting opt. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much just getting away from the big guy. After watching the big guy scoop up one of their comrades and crush him to paste, they don't want nothing to do with that.
Mm.
I would love to be paid.
Paste?
Yeah.
Just say you would love.
Corva, you are muted.
Yep. I believe I will just make my way over here, and then over here, use the dash action. And that's about as far as I will go. I guess I might as well draw my sword, just in case.
Just saying we're all gonna die.
Who knows? Garrus.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. I'm moving 25 feet onto the corner, and then I'm passing the rest of my turn. Oh, I'll take a dodge action.
Okay. Nexia.
How far could I get if I tried to acrobatic up the wall?
About 2.5 feet.
Alright, we'll take the long way around then. Full action. So that's... I can't... It's not working for me. How'd you get that thing to work? Do I have to, like, hold it?
I'd imagine so.
I'm trying to get 40... I'm trying to get 80 feet.
Every
How-
time you
Don't worry
press
about it.
spacebar, it creates a little waypoint that you'll move to.
So I'm trying to get 40 feet from here. Yeah. But I have to go around the building.
Preferably. Going through it would be equally amusing.
So...
Just bash the walls down.
Oh.
I understand what you're trying to do, so we'll go with that.
I'm trying to get 80 feet. I want to get close to him from behind.
Well, I
If I
see
can.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, you're there.
So 35. I could totally get there. And it's
I wish we knew what he wanted with the artifact.
okay. And then I'll stay there for the moment. Because that'll be my turn.
Okay. Jakku, you are on a roof.
Would I possibly get a sneak attack on any attack roll I do?
No.
Or no?
You didn't take a turn to
Nope.
bonus action to hide, so you don't get your sneak attack.
Point. Okay. Well, two things I want to do, but you know what? I'm gonna.
The building I just pinged is the bar, right?
The building you came from?
King.
Oh, that one? That is not the bar. But it's a nice building.
Bar's not here.
Building, yeah, the bar's not here. This is the North District of town.
Oh, I thought we walked out of the bar and that's where we were. I was gonna say, I'll
Definitely out
make
of
a
the
break
bar.
back to the bar and then just chug the booze and protect it.
As soon as it's your turn, you just let me know.
Yes, good idea.
Well, I
Just
figured it would be the building we were next to and we walked out of the bar.
So, Jakku.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Leave the party behind.
You know, I'm gonna be extremely reckless and say I'm gonna jump on this giant creature because, you know, why not? And make a attack as I'm falling down.
Monster Hunter mounting. Let's go.
Sounds
good.
Solid. I am ready for this.
As my friend is playing Monster
So
Hunter.
I need you to make an athletics roll.
Don't you mean acrobatics? Or is it athletics?
No. Well, let me look it up.
Oh yeah, acrobatics is a thing. Sorry.
So the smaller creature uses this action to make an athletics or acrobatics check, contested by the target's acrobatics. Yep. So you're doing it right.
So you can do acrobatics or athletics. And it's contested by the other guys.
Jakku, well,
Roll off.
Oh, what? So I just
You gotta roll again. No
roll again. Okay. Thought you said roll off as in I just rolled off the guy.
You managed to
Rolled
mount.
off the guy.
You managed to mount up. You are now on top of the seeker.
can I give Jakku an inspiration point for being very stupid?
You are the inspiration granter. You may
Yes.
give as you see fit.
Jakku, you get an inspiration for whatever is happening right now.
Oh my.
You jumped on this thing. You feel a little bit of proudness. Now you're not sure what to do next.
As the kitty leaps on the drapes, Your claws dig in, and while you rip the fabric a bit, you are holding. You are now somewhere along its thigh on the creature. And here
I'm
you
gonna
are.
stab that butt.
Quick question. From where she is are the thighs thick?
They are extra thick.
Lovely.
Ren, it is your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Okay.
Wait. Doesn't Jakuth get a bonus action to attack because she's a rogue?
No.
Oh.
No, I sadly don't get that.
That's
Okay.
mid-level.
How impossible would it be to hit this guy, the guy with the orb? There's like so many guys in the way.
Because of your sharpshooter, you don't care about the guys in the way. However, yeah, you don't care about the guys in the way. What is your bow?
Short bow. So technically,
Well, you do have advantage because of the 85, so you'd want to move up first.
yeah.
If you moved up a bit, you would get a shot
Well-
without any penalties.
Well, because of the sharpshooter, attacking at long range doesn't impose disadvantage.
Oh, never mind.
No, it's
You got most of the map to fight with.
Yeah, I'm thinking though. Gonna go after the big guy instead.
Okie doke.
See what happens.
Your arrow flies straight and true. You almost miss.
Yeah, I'm
but
glad I
it
did.
wins. And it hits. You're able to do standard damage. Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
Compared to your earlier shot, it was much less
Awesome.
awesome. But the arrow is sticking out of its body.
I mean, I still got the Skyrim critical cutscene in my head.
Keenan.
I still wish I could go run back to the bar and get a drink.
Alrighty. So what you're doing for your action? Once you
might
leave the
climb
map,
on top
you will
of-
not be climbing back.
I think I'm gonna climb on top of the 35-foot building
Okay.
that I'm next to.
Give me an athletics check.
If I miss it, will I take damage?
Depends on how well or how well you don't do.
And my browser went back. I have to reload.
Okie doke.
Lovely.
Unfortunately, you don't find a place at ground level that you can easily climb up just yet. You may want to scout the building out, or perhaps find somewhere else to climb. For example, this rubble here, where the building may have been stepped on at some point, has left many ledges and handholds that you might be able to use to get on top of this building.
Let's see here.
Still Kenan's turn.
I know, I'm trying to think, because would he still have his movement to climb it? Because since that counts as movement.
Glenn. You didn't ping.
Good job, Enforcer. Good job.
Okay. so shy.
The best of nudes.
Please send nudes.
Keenan, we're still waiting on you.
Oh, I thought I didn't make the climb. I thought that was my turn.
You can still move if you wish, and I said some things, which I will not repeat, but is there anything else you'd like to do with your move action, perhaps?
I guess I'll go over here and get ready to climb there at the ridge.
Cool.
I did hear you, by the way.
Good deal. Alright, well, it's their turn.
I heard that part
Guards
at
are-
least, and I got a little sidetracked.
Yeah. Well, the guards appear to be ignored at this point, as all these little things start converging.
Either it's gonna leave us alone when it gets the orb, or it's gonna get a major upgrade and then whoop our butts.
Uh-oh.
Hush. Just
Don't give him
The
ideas.
creature bends down low as the little seeker hands up the orb. In its huge hands, it takes the orb, holding it high for all to see. Orb of Malice.
Jeez.
The sky seems to go dark despite it being about noon. Purple light streaks from its hand like lightning bolts. You see a storm brewing out over the ocean. The waves are getting choppy, and wind is picking up. At last. Despite the soft tone of my voice, a giant is saying it, so it's actually kind of loud.
Oh my
Every-
god.
Yeah.
Everyone can hear it in the area. Let's see here. Oh, right, there's Jakku. Okay. Yep, straight up in the air. He only does that long enough for dramatic effect, though. Now it's just resting in the palm of his hand. Meanwhile,
What are you planning, Ashclaw?
the creature seeing Jakku on its thigh is gonna reach for Jakku.
is that contestable?
No. Well, I mean, your AC.
Okay.
Does this count as a grapple?
No.
No, he just said it
He's-
didn't. I mean, he
he's
just
gonna-
grabbed dude and crushed him. So
It's gonna be. Well, we'll see what happens.
No, I'm sorry, Jakku's on
Gwen.
the creature. Is it counted as a grapple? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I didn't fix it. Anyway, he misses with an 11 as you nimbly skitter across his robe, so he isn't able to grab you.
Oh, if only it worked.
That appears to be his turn for now. Meanwhile, these guys are gonna start filling up the alleyway.
Don't they have to move past the large creature, though?
They do. And they have.
Isn't he, like, covering up the whole space?
No.
Hmm.
He has feet.
Mm.
They just move around them. Anyway.
Mhm.
So they're all converging and swimming around this guy. Meanwhile, this guy is going to go ahead and scooter up on top of the roof. He's looking around, not seeing what he's looking for. And that's what we're going to do for now. Shivana! How long does that fear last, by the way?
I'm confirming it. Let me see. Let's see, turn the faithless, blah 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 blah. Must its turn running as far away, cannot willingly move into his base within 30 feet. So, for I guess a turn, and then I can't move within 30 feet of Korva.
It says on a failed save, the creature is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Or that's what it says under what Deadeye has on his little doohickey.
Oh, yeah, failed save. So never mind. There goes my idea. So yeah. So Shyvana is basically out of the fight. She
You
is
can
flying.
You can try to escape from the effect that prevents it from moving.
They're moving a whole bunch.
Yeah, so another 100 feet, Shyvana is off the map.
Okay. So for that purpose, let's just go ahead and tuck her right there. For
Okay.
now.
Wait, don't you have
Say
her?
that she's off in La La Land. You can go ahead and make the save.
Okay.
Will
What
not-
do I roll? What do I roll?
Wisdom save, please.
Alright. Alright, so Operation Recover Orb is a fail.
And she's going to be going a lot farther. Anixia, what do you got?
But because he's a familiar, the familiar can only go so far from Garrus.
No, that's
No.
not true.
Oh, okay.
No, she can communicate with Garrus up to a certain range. She's free to move as much as she wants far away.
Yes.
Okay.
Eventually, Garrus is probably going to have to do stuff and things. Anyway, the good Odin guards, they're like, well, they're not sure what to do. They moved what they perceive to be a safer distance. They're kind of lamenting their friends that have died. They seem to be lacking leadership or any drive to directly confront these things, as they don't appear to be doing any further damage, but at the same time, they're not leaving. Good call. Let's go ahead and stick it on him, since it's on him.
You're welcome.
Korva, your turn.
Wait. What? Oh wait. Oh, okay.
Can you delay my turn or something?
You can set a reaction.
Mm,
He needs to change his computer, I think, is what he's saying. Or wait, is not Korva. Never
No, it
mind.
is
yeah,
Korva.
that is me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you move 25 feet. Wait, I think that's what it said when
Yep.
you moved.
Yes.
I don't know. Sorry, it's just that I legitimately don't know what to do. Like,
Ah, good. Would you like to make an intelligence roll?
I guess.
Okay, for an action. Do a intelligence roll, see if your character has any ideas. Unfortunately, at this time, your character is unsure, as they've never encountered such a thing. This doesn't appear to be a fiend or a demon, so exorcising it is out of the question.
They are just looking at them, at them, just thinking, how the fuck do we get? How the fuck do I get Jakku out of here?
Well, Jakku is able to leave whenever he wishes. Garrus.
Okay. So wait, do I have to go around the corner, Nova, or does that count as 5 feet of move around the corner? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a hard corner, so I wouldn't
5,
allow you to move around.
10, 15. I'm not on the roof.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay,
I got you.
5, 10, 15. 20. Oh, I can't move past. So, it
You
was my
can.
other plan.
I think you can move past a wheeling creature, can't you?
Yeah, you're allies.
So
She can get around. He can get around you, but it would be double movement. Difficult terrain, that is.
Okay. So, if I were to throw a bag of caltrips, how far would you let me throw the bag and let it spray?
For caltrops, give me no farther than 20 feet.
No farther than 20 feet? Okay, so I'm gonna throw the caltrips. Let's see, let me get my little handy dandy ruler. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna throw it 15 feet to where that that hard corner is, or where that one guy is angled at 90 degrees. Like, right. Yeah, there you go. So that's where I'm gonna throw the bag of caltrips.
caltrips.
Oh. Try to get a choke point going, I guess. And that's my turn.
Got it. Alexia.
You see the sparks light up on her cheeks, and she goes full on lightning breath on them.
Okay.
Great job.
Perfect.
So Constitution's that's
They
supposed
all
to be
fail. Go
Yay.
ahead and give me 2 damage on all of them.
2 damage on all of them, including the big guy, because it hits him too. And then I can use my bonus action because I attacked to use my Sun Bolt. Correct?
It doesn't require you to use your standard attack. It's just any.
Use with the attack action. Doesn't have to be any action as long as it's an
Well,
attack.
it's not the attack action. It's a breath weapon. It's its own special feature.
But it's an attack.
It is an attack. It's not an attack action. The idea is that your bolt is supposed to trigger off of either you using a weapon or you using kung fu. Your breath weapon is not part of that.
Hmm.
Now, you can look up the rules later and give me the what for, but for now I'm going to say that trips off of your weapon attacks. And okay, here we go. Oh. Well, it says right there it has to be an attack action.
Mm-hmm.
What's your breath weapon? Is that an attack action or a bonus?
It says I can use my action to exhale destructive energy.
Right, so you've already burned your action. You can't use Radiant Bolt right now.
I want to double attack, okay. Bonus action. Dodge. Patient defense. Sit there.
So you're going to burn a key point to dodge?
To be prepared to dodge, yes.
Prepared to dodge.
I can do that as a bonus
Whether
action.
you're prepared to dodge or not, like you take the dodge action or you don't.
Yeah, I take a dodge bonus action. It
Alright,
counts
so
as a
you
bonus
are
action.
actively dodging right
Yes.
now, assuming you used the point.
Yes, I did.
Alright, we're at the top of the order. We're going to go ahead and take a 10-minute break right here. We're going to resume at the new hour, 9 o'clock EST.
Yee.
F the rest of your all's times. Alright.
Aw, don't be mean.
Good job. No one's dead. It's going
Yet.
about as I expected it.
I'm
Wait,
trying.
wait. So you're
so
on.
much.
So you're
Plans
honest.
falling apart.
You honestly expected Keenan's character to just be sitting there in the background and not doing much.
Yeah, I thought Keenan wouldn't approach the front at all, so getting up front definitely was risky.
Quick question.
Okay.
What do you got?
A little bit of a tabletop question, but it wouldn't matter where I was on this big what's its body. Like if I was at the center of the back, it wouldn't like be like, you know how you can't reach the center of your back. I was trying to think that would apply, but as like a disadvantage on any rolls trying to attack from.
You can move
For that-
wherever you want on the body. I just told where you landed. Now that's your turn. You can move on the body freely. And so in doing that, you could theoretically put yourself in a position where you can't be attacked anymore.
You can also, I think you can also like try and hide in his clothes by doing a cunning action. So by doing a cunning action and hiding, you can hide in his clothes and have sneak attacks going on.
Yeah, well, I think if I sneak attack after being hidden, that he's very aware that I'm there. Like a mosquito biting you. It's just a like, oh, I didn't notice you there. You're there now, slap.
So like this turn, you could do attack with no sneak attack, and then your cunning action would be to hide as your bonus action. And so then your next turn, if he doesn't fail his stealth, if he doesn't fail his spot check to see you, you can then attack again, but you'll get sneak attack.
I'm just trying to figure out if I can get in the middle of this creature's back, if it would be hindering for them to try to reach me.
Because
For it.
with how grapple works, because this is technically a grapple, you cannot really grapple a creature larger than you.
We're taking a break, did I?
Yeah, you can't. It can be no more than one size larger than you, and this is a gigantic creature. So what you're doing right now is a bit off book, so most of it has to be done. But basically you're climbing on top of it like a mount. So I think it'd be more up to Nova how that's decided, because there's really nothing in the book about it.
Yeah, I think I'll try to talk to Nova, see if this massive creature has problems reaching the center of his back.
At best, you would be at...
If that's the case, that would be awesome.
You'd be at maybe half cover or 3/4 cover, being at his back.
Oh, Nixon.
What's up?
Alright, since we're in the break, quick combat strat meeting right here between you and me, because this is gonna be the thing.
Okay.
Let's force them to funnel. We'll do it alternating. We'll swap, so we're both dividing damage between ourselves. We'll force them back through the alleyway towards where we came in.
Yeah.
I'll keep chucking caltrips so they can't swarm us, and then we'll basically kind of knock them down as they funnel through.
That's a smart idea. I was thinking the same thing.
Because they won't be able to attack us with the swarm. They'll probably try to go around,
And
where the big guy will move through the building.
And from what I can tell, the small creatures don't really have that much as far as HP.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the caltrips can maybe, if they are like a 1 HP swarm, they can get poofed.
But my issue with that is, I think they are out of character. I think they're an illusion.
I mean, it's very possible.
Because this guy is after the Orb of Malice. What did the Orb of Malice do to us?
I wasn't there for that. I can't.
Your character wasn't.
What does the name imply?
They're very, very angry.
Let's put it this way: it cursed my character for a couple sessions, and I was just really just an ass.
So let me ask.
And,
so now I have a bit of an interview of question for your character. At this time in sorry, go ahead, finish.
It's okay, but you know what? Never mind. You can go. I forgot what I was saying.
Okay, so interview question time with your character. At this very moment in time, what's going through your head as this man has the Orb of Malice in his hands, and things get really dark? What was going through your head while you were on his back?
Oh, me?
Yes, I'm thinking in character.
Doesn't need it. Whatever this thing is, it doesn't need this evil malice orb.
Ren. Miss Sniper over here. Would you be able to set up a a live fire zone for us.
Oh, what?
Basically a crossfire. We'll get them set up in an ambush. As we get forced back into the main alleyway over back here, if you perch up on one of the roofs, you can open fire on them as they funnel through.
That's smart.
You mean like when they arrive there?
Yeah, like if you perch up like... Damn it, how do I... Shift ping? Is that shift click? Is that what I do?
I mean...
Over here, like this area. You set up here and then open fire as they come through.
Also...
Well, I mean, this is a lot of metagaming, though.
No, this is pre-gaming thing. It's fine to do. It's called planning strategy planning.
I mean, it's a contingency plan for us. I mean... Well,
it's a thing people do a lot before actually starting combat, which you don't do. We need to do that more often. Is plan or plan of attack. We don't do that. We can do that beforehand.
I mean,
and have some time to do it.
Once combat starts, though, that's when we just do our stuff. Like, we're not able to like metagame and say, "Oh, we're gonna do all this cool stuff," because our characters don't know that.
Well, me and Onyx are close enough that we're...
Yeah, we can plan out.
And Ren has no idea what's going on over there.
I know. I'm just throwing it out because otherwise it's gonna be a 2v. What? How many hostiles is that? 2v.
1, 2, 3.
Situation?
Yeah, just about.
Okay. Give or take.
If you give us enough time, me and Gothic can talk to each other.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get an idea of where the battle's gonna go next.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, you still have to be.
A little preoccupied
actually,
at the moment, so I don't
yeah.
think we can feet scan to each other. I'm just like,
Yeah, because I imagine.
I know, I'm just kind of messing around.
Because I imagine Ren saw the leap of faith, so I hope that getting Jakith off safely is a valid thing in Ren's mind.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean,
you can do whatever you want. I'm just troubleshooting.
You have cantrips, right? Damage cantrips.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
I have a ranged and I have a melee escape and a ranged damage.
So what we will do is we will switch out magic damage and melee damage, because you have melee damage and I have magic damage as well, so we can switch out between those two.
Yeah, both have magic and melee.
I do radiant damage with my sunbolts.
How good is your survivability? You took that feat for the 15 AC?
Yes.
But I could probably get a trap set up quite easily at the funnel point.
So
get another oil down, light it, start getting some fire going.
I was hoping that the caltruck, because the metal would charge themselves and just electrify the person that's standing on them. To be honest.
I mean, I don't know if Nova will rule it like that, but I mean, maybe.
Yeah. I know he's listening in probably, or he's AFK.
You said he's AFK.
Yeah,
I'll be right back.
I mean, let's just look at this way, and Nick said, this is just you and me.
Yep.
We can't depend on the rest of them. They're all fucking off in the corner somewhere. So you and
Some
me,
of us literally.
So
I'll be right back.
We can't rely on these guys at all. So we gotta figure this out.
Gwen's going somewhere. I'm probably gonna go too, just so I can last 2 minutes of the break, and I'm gonna go and get something to drink because I'm fucking thirsty.
I kind of wish. I might make that suggestion to Nova in the ideas chat. Like, when he puts us on a battle map, like, we get, like, a round to speak to each other. Because it's kind of hard, because it's just like you instantly roll initiative, like, you can't make a plan without seeing what's going on. You know? So I may request if there's a way to, like, do, like, a round of actions with our initiative if we're not ambushed. Like, this situation, we could have talked around before all the shit went to hell. At least a little bit.
Situationally, yes. If there's an ambush, of course not.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ambush makes sense that we don't get a chance to plan, but like this situation, we could have partially avoided.
Or at least had like half the time to talk while we were on our way getting there.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. Like we arrive, and then it's like, oh god, towering monstrosity. Like, all right, what do we want to do about this? Like, round of action is the talk, and then the talk is the action.
Well, yeah, that's what I said.
We ain't got time for that. We just need to charge right in, penis deep.
it's
ready,
better.
ready, Nova. This is a way to go like full on like shuffling backwards and firing like the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
This is gonna be stupid.
I still say, to be honest, Nova, I want to be able to have at least a round of preparation. That'll be good.
I gave it to you, and you misused it.
Yep.
Jakku, you
Yeah.
are currently on the creature's thigh. What do you wish to do?
That's what I was gonna ask before we started again, but I was gonna ask like quickly that like if there was said a spot on this thing that I could go to where attacks would be difficult. Probably not.
Where would you like to move?
Well, I'm thinking the center of the back because hardly anybody can reach the center of their back. Well,
Seems fairly plausible. You may go ahead and move there. It's just a move action. You freely move about on the creature, so no problems there. We'll go ahead and just drop your token.
I'm gonna make an
there.
attack.
All right. How exactly are you gonna do that? Currently, you're bare fisting it. Both kitty paws talon deep into the creature to hang on. So you'll likely need to draw a weapon out, which is no problem. But then you'll be hanging on with your 3 kitty paws, and I'm presuming stabbing it.
Yes.
Okie doke. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Using a knife or a dagger, or what do you got?
Shoot it with an arrow. Point blank.
That's a good idea. Let's see that happen.
I
Then you
don't
only
even
get 2
have
hands
to.
because you have to draw it back.
Don't have a dagger. I have a rapier, which I'm imagining would be kind of difficult to swing back and stab.
I'm
They're
pretty sure it's
actual
light.
stab weapons, yeah.
We're not going to get into
It's a piercing weapon.
mechanics of the
You
weapon.
can pierce
It's a
with it.
one-hander. You can draw it and
Alright,
try to stab
so-
with it. No problem.
All right, then I'll just do that.
All right, and since you're mounted, you get advantage. So you can do the 19. You got the +6 on the roll. Was that from level 4 attribute boost?
That is my dex mod.
Right. So at level 4 you
Right.
took attributes. Is that right?
Yep.
Okie dokie. Roll me damage. Hits like a truck.
Awesome. that
Well-
will be my turn.
If this creature was smaller. at least.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say this, but Jack, you are literally a pain in his back.
No, I'm a monkey on the back.
He's a skeleton crawl into his ass.
He'll be fine. Ren, your turn.
Brings a whole new meaning to the
Oh
word
dear.
puckered.
We had our 10-minute break, and I'm still not sure what to do besides just keep hitting it.
Well, it can't hurt.
Kill it.
Alright.
That's the other option.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my -5 for a +10, and we'll see what happens. No.
So,
That should hit, right?
Well, I
no.
took a -5.
Oh.
20 becomes a 19.
Oh.
9.
Oh, I see.
Your arrow flies
No.
wide.
Okay.
It would become a 9, not a 19. Do your English right.
Do what I can.
Jeez.
It's okay,
You
Nova.
see
I
a boulder
love
flying your way. Oh why?
you.
Anything
Nova,
else,
Nova.
Ren?
The lightning strike.
What else can I even do? She can't really see the guards, so...
maybe move to get closer so you can
Yeah,
hit
that
her?
might actually be a good idea, because they're probably gonna... yeah. So I can move 35. I'm gonna go back up to the well. Back where I was last time. Alright, that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Keenan?
I'm thinking. Still have no clue. I kind of want to go back up to the well, but at the same time, that didn't go so well last time. I might just chill where I'm at.
Okie doke. Any actions you'd like to take?
Not particularly.
When in doubt, you can always hide or take the dodge action.
Yeah, I'll stealth.
Alright, right now you are in plain sight of them. You'll probably want to get over here, maybe. Or maybe in this alleyway, perhaps.
Oh yeah, I was gonna climb.
Athletics check.
House.
Give him the, Yep. Ooh, nat 20.
Well, it was already easier than climbing this house, but, you just went above and beyond. Perhaps you're feeling like things are hitting the fan. You are easily able to get up here. You can't move around once you get up there, but you're up there.
Well, I just moved there, so it's clear to see that I'm on top of it.
Yep. Easily. Have a nice view. You can see back here into this alley. You can see, obviously, some of the buildings. This 30-foot building's probably blocking your view of stuff over here, but you can definitely see the enemies ahead of
So
you.
I am allowed to speak, right?
10 words. Anything more than that, and you can't because you burned your action climbing.
Well, I got 3. Lure them back. Yeah, lure them back to Ren.
What?
You want to lure them back.
I'm on the roof. I can just start shooting them.
Oh yeah. If you want to take a shot next time.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying lure them back for now.
Yep, sounds fine.
Tell Ren to do that next time it's her turn.
Okay. Well, it's the Seeker's turn. And these guys have no problem moving in to engage.
The caltrops?
Only if they're moving out of the squares, no problem. And he's immediately going to attack Anixia.
Okay.
That'll hit.
What's my dodge action do? Again, let me look.
Have you been dodging since your last action?
Yes, I do use a key point.
Okey-doke. He gets to roll again.
Yeah, it just gets disadvantage.
Hit you anyway. You only take 2 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And this guy's gonna go ahead and move up. This guy gets to make a dex save as he moves up. And he's not gonna make it. He takes a point. This guy's gonna move up. We'll go ahead and slip another dude back there for good measure, because why not? This guy's gonna be like, YOLO.
Because as a certain blue person would say, why not?
Right. And then he's just gonna jump on top of Anixia, no problem. He's obviously gotta make an attack roll. With disadvantage. $17's gonna get you, because he has a +3 on it. So another D6 as he flops on. Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
He would normally do his regular attack damage, but because he's falling from a 40-foot high building, it's like getting hit with a 40. Well, you're getting hit with something from 40 feet up. So you're actually going to take a bit more damage as he lands on top of you, pressing you into the ground. As you go prone.
Wouldn't the same apply to earlier when we had a certain cat jump on a certain enemy?
Sure, but this enemy, her attack was an attack roll. It was a I'm going to grab onto him, and this guy is way stronger.
Okay. I just wasn't sure. Plus, it wouldn't have been that far of a fall, even if the building's the same height, the enemy's taller.
Seriously?
Yep, seriously. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage as it lands on top of you.
Ow.
We'll still say you're dodging, but none of the rest of them can attack you right now, so it won't matter. Alright, now for the rest of these fellas. They are gonna start swarming. Okay, Corva, you got some stuff coming your way. Alright, so 3 of them are going to attack you regularly. Now, if I recall right, you don't have your shield out because you had a crossbow out instead.
I do have my shield out actually.
So you keep your shield out all the time. Alright. Yeah, that's fine.
Yep.
So you got 3 coming at your regular.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's gonna hit at 18.
Yep.
You're breaking up there, Deadeye.
I just said yep.
Corvette takes 7 points of slashing damage. Two of them get advantage. And both of them hit 20s unnaturally, so you get 2 more. For 7 more points of damage.
Alright.
Meanwhile, this guy's gonna go over here. No, he's not. Over here. So now the guards are being harassed. These guys are gonna hang out right around here. Meanwhile, big guy is going to pass the orb off to his other hand, and his main hand is actually gonna reach impossibly far behind his back. Like Jakku, you look up and you see it coming down right at you. You get the sense that his body, I mean, you've been climbing on it now for a little bit. You get the sense that his body's not quite right. Like things aren't in the normal position. So anyway, you got this coming.
A weird anatomy.
You are correct. Does a 17 hit?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you have a bit of damage coming your way. As the big hand just swats at you. It doesn't even take you off its back, it just swats at you. Takes 26 points of damage.
Okay.
I thought it was leaving.
Oh my god.
I told you it had two chances. It's either going to get a really big boost.
That's why I said
Or
you
it'll
should have
leave
used
us
your
alone.
cunning action to hide.
Shyvana, you are flying another 100 feet away before you save. So, you can go ahead and do the save.
Yep. At this point, Nova, I'm over 300 feet away. I would just remove her from the turn order. She's not going back this fight.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling.
Yep.
Okay. But she wouldn't have been very effective anyway, and I can tell you why later. The guards are going to try their best to fight the creatures. And one of them's going to do their best. Alright. Corva, it's your turn. You are faced with several enemies.
Mm-hmm. I guess I will. Hold on. So, no, never mind. This how I don't think I could have seen this one down. I think I will. I'm gonna take a.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
you paused. I thought something happened.
Are you disengaging when you do that?
Mm.
I should probably hurry this up. Yeah. I may
You
have.
are disengaging, Deadeye?
Yeah, I said I did.
No, we didn't hear you.
You're breaking
Alright,
up a lot.
Garrus, go ahead.
Swinging my sword at it. Gotta save it.
Alrighty.
Let's see. So, swish,
Got him. Go ahead and roll me damage.
swish.
How do you kill it?
I just fucking cleave it in two. I don't even care enough. I'm gonna use. Let's see. I'm trying to think. What are the rules on standing up from prone, Nova?
Half speed.
So let's see. Half speed. Okay. So I'm gonna stand at the ready then and say to Anixa, "Get up, get behind me." So that's that.
She would have enough move to do it. Anixa, it's your turn. You're on the ground.
Alright. Half movement, get up, and then get behind him.
Alright, two guys will up you. One of them is going to have a hard time.
How about no, I'll use a key point.
How about no, because that's not what you said before you got out.
With that guy in the corner, does that guy have like 3/4 cover on the attack? Or no?
That's more for ranged, but yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like it's a pretty hefty bonus, so they'll probably not hit, but just in case. First one's gonna be a 16 versus AC, no cover.
16?
Yeah. Isn't yours 17?
No, it's 15.
Oh, well, this guy's gonna get you.
Yep. I'm equal to my health right now.
3 more damage as it claws at your back as you flee.
Okay.
And you can have +5 on your AC against this guy. So unless he beats it at 20, he's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Probably.
This is what makes the roll right here.
Close, but no cigar.
Nope.
He misses. Probably hitting the side of the building. Splinters flake off as it.
And then
misses.
still have 2 action and bonus action then. Gonna cast
Yes.
2 sunbolts at the guy up front.
This guy right here?
Yep.
Alrighty. Cast away.
Sunbolt 1.
Okay. And that is sufficient. That'll go ahead and hit him. You're able to narrowly miss Garrus and hit him. Roll me damage. 3. Got it.
And then second sunbolt.
That one unfortunately is gonna miss. It missed so bad that it actually missed Garrus too.
That's fine.
Huzzah!
Fortunately, this one was bloodied from combined efforts of everyone. Top of the round. Jakku, you are getting squashed like a bug on this man's back. His arm is just kind of hanging there overhead. Looks like it's about ready to smash you again.
I'm gonna move a little further down.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try and read this thing's anatomy so that I can get into a position which would be difficult for him to reach.
Okay. Give me a perception check as an action, and we'll say that you can get the gist of this guy's body from that.
Ooh.
Very good. Okay. So this creature's body is, like I said, pretty out of whack. One arm comes out the top of its back as opposed to a shoulder joint. The hip's uneven, so one leg's actually longer than the other. The back itself has a bit of curvature, both forward and backward and either side. The question mark shape comes to mind as you're thinking of this thing's back. The head is also at an odd angle. Because of the billowing clothes, you wouldn't necessarily notice this, but because you're directly on it, you perceive these things. One arm is larger than the other as well. You can't make out the face from there, but when you were on its thigh, you did look up and you saw at least one big eye underneath the hood and a massive maw filled with sharp teeth. The rest of its face is shrouded in mystery. So all those things put together, its back is actually not the best place to be on this creature. You think a better place may actually be on top of its head. The angle of the arm would be unable to reach you there unless it bent its elbow backwards.
So I'm going to move up to the top of this creature's head.
All right, you are up there.
Making a I doubt this is gonna work, but can I use a cunning action to make a hide action? Which probably
Yeah.
Okay.
Hide in his hair.
Just a hide on the head.
Cunning
Top of the
action.
hood.
Cunning action allows you to disengage, hide, and dash.
Yeah, and I'm gonna take a hide action. I don't have to roll anything, do I?
Yeah, you know, make a stealth roll.
Oh, okay. You're waiting on me. Sorry.
So you get up there really sneaky like, and then you go completely still. The breathing slows. All you can feel is your heartbeat pulsing. Oddly enough, you hear a much bigger heart and pulse just beneath you. That is what you got.
Sweet.
All right. Anything else?
That will be all.
Ren, it is your turn.
You see Jakuth on the top of the creature's head. Maybe.
Too much.
Alright. Okay, can I use action surge to attack twice in the same turn?
Yes.
Okay. So I want to use my maneuver of distracting strike on the giant dude.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, look at that. You hit.
And then my superiority die is... Oh, what is it? It's a 1d8. So then I roll that to add to the damage.
Okay, so the next person that attacks gets advantage. Cool.
Yes. And then... Ooh, do I want to do this? Yeah, I'll use my action surge and then use my sharpshooter to see if I can get a whole bunch of damage on this guy. Oh, wait, no.
You can't do that.
By an attacker other than me. Okay, so it won't proc the advantage.
Nope.
So
Right.
Jakku can still do cool stuff. Okay. So I've already added the the -5 to this.
I'm like crying and clapping over here in the background, Nova. I just want you to know.
It's like someone's hitting it.
What's like,
I know how you feel. I know how you feel.
Combo. I'm so proud.
Does it hit?
Yeah, it does. Your arrows fly straight and true.
Ooh.
Dealing 15 damage.
Yeah, that's with the plus I already added.
Plus 10 already added to it. So.
Ooh. This is interesting. Not quite as interesting as I was thinking, but we're getting there. Anything else, Ren?
I think I'm good.
Okay.
Oh! Uh-oh. Never mind.
Keenan, you're sitting on top of the building.
Oh yeah, Nova, could you mark the main creature with for the next person who attacks gets advantage?
I will leave that to Ren to remind people.
Okay.
Yep.
Keenan!
Oh, I forgot to push. I said, I'll move there, and then I will, stealth if I can. If I have to be outside of sight, I can just head to the other side of the roof first.
I would encourage you to get over there before you stealth.
Okay. I wasn't sure if the altitude would work for helping.
As you are in plain sight of these guys, not until you get to the other side of the roof. Alright,
Okay.
go ahead and stealth me. You feel fairly stealthy at the moment. Next is the Seeker's turn, as the stealth consumes your action, and you lay low quietly. Alright, let's do the stuff and things. These guys are ganking. They're just ganking these guards.
40, 20, plus 3 for each.
Alright.
So 2 hits.
One deal.
We've been paying attention. We've been attacking the little guys.
That guy's actually missed.
That's you're crazy because I one shot a little guy.
Meanwhile, 3 little guys will get up on Corva's grill.
What do you mean did the server just disappear? Oh. Yes, it did. Discord issues. Alright, everyone, give me one moment while Discord restarts. Quit Discord. Ba 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 ba. Connecting.
Oh wait, Cheesy, is that you?
There we go.
No, that's Gwen. And that's
Restarted.
Nova.
Uh, hold on, Cheesy, join
Waiting
me.
for TV.
Yeah, I'm telling Cheesy.
That was funny. Hey, and it wasn't me.
Weird.
It wasn't my server, my stream that crashed this time. It was Discord having issues. Of course, something's always got to go wrong when you're streaming.
Don't. Why did you say that?
It's true. At least one thing
Guys.
goes wrong when streaming.
Okay,
Yeah,
So,
okay, that's-
anyway, Ren, you got these 2 guys flanking you.
Uh-oh.
Corva went down from the merciless assaults of the 3 that came up and slashed at her. Right.
AC of 15.
Alright, so both of them will actually hit you as they have +3. You only take 6 damage.
Okay.
Still breathing. This guy, of course, is gonna step up. As well this way. And this one's gonna move here. This one's gonna have to dodge the spikies. And he's not gonna make it. So he's gonna take a point. And this guy's gonna move here. Good. Right, the one next to Garrus will attack. And will miss. It won't even touch you, Garrus. Even in this alleyway, you are too nimble. Right. That leaves the big man.
Hi, Sithis.
As
Hey.
you might have guessed, the creature cannot reach for you, Jakku. Its arms, they grew too funny. None of them can hit you.
Sweet.
However, this
Oh,
guy
boy.
flying into the air to land on top of its head will.
Of course.
It reaches down, picks up a dude, and chucks it onto its head.
Like, it still has to roll perception to see her because she's hiding right now.
Right about that. It seems like it still knows where she's at. And this guy has clear line of sight on her, of course, so... now that he's up there with him, he's going to try to attack you. You're battling on top of the creature's head right now.
Fun.
It's just like some fucking Titan shit going on.
Yeah. It
Attack
misses
on
its
Titans.
Slash on you, as you both are up there dancing around, trying to get at it. Okay. One. Yeah. We'll go with that for now. The guards are gonna do their best.
You believe in your guards, try to take at least one of them out. Please.
One of them hits.
So proud of you, underpaid guard. Could you imagine, like, that's the one guard that's like his first day on the job and this shit happens? Could you imagine?
Poor dude.
It's like, I did not sign up for this. I'm in it for my family, my friends. They killed Bob. Alright. Cool. Corva, I need a death save from you.
Why is Corvo always the one dying?
Coming right up.
Everyone has died in this campaign already.
No, Ren hasn't.
Ren
Except
hasn't
for
done-
Ren, me, and Glenn.
Garrus,
So-
you got enemies in your face.
So, question. It's the question. So, you guys are 5 feet tall, correct?
More or less, yes.
Okay. And you would say from, like, their chest to their back, maybe about a foot?
From their chest and their
Yeah,
back.
like if you were measuring the
Oh,
width.
like how deep their bodies are?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'd say I'd give it about a foot.
So if I kill 5 of them, does that make a wall? If I
Kill
pile their
5 of
body.
them and drop them down, one on top of the other, their chests would come up to, you said 5, so yeah, it would technically be about a wall.
Okay. So, alright, so if I kill
I
5
mean,
in this spot, I build
well, I mean, before you start getting morbid on me, the bodies are thick like that at the chest. Their limbs that you see coming out and scraping at you are kind of gangly. Kinda
okay, so
thin.
they could crawl over if they really needed to. So if I kill
Right,
like
I mean-
10 of them...
Right. If you crisscross them and stack them like linking logs, okay, I'd give it to you. But,
Alright, well I'm gonna roll to attack this one, because I got nothing else to do. So, swing...
yeah, you kill him. Or, well, roll damage, but we know what's happening. Yeah, you got him. You just kill this one.
So 2 out of 10, guys. 2 out of 10.
Just keep in mind the other dude you cut in half, so he's no good for wall building unless you just want to
It's
pile up
okay.
the mulch.
It's okay. There's gonna be enough mulch in this alleyway.
I
Yeah.
got you. Okay. Anything else, Garrus?
No, that's my turn.
Menexia.
Can I do a wall jump and use acrobatics to climb up here?
Not a chance.
Between these two, between this alleyway?
They're like
athletics, and I'll think about it.
Who are you, Jason Bourne? No, I'm just kidding.
I want to be
Like
my
Jackie
monk,
Chan.
and I want to
If
be
you-
a monk, and be acrobatic.
Gwen.
What?
It's not acrobatics to jump, man. When you're jumping, it's athletics. It
Oh.
specifically says in athletics, this is for jumping.
Okay. Then I will sunbolt twice on the new guy.
Oak, oak.
Please don't.
Sunbolt me.
Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me. Please don't hit me.
I almost rolled a 1.
Nope, didn't hit nobody, fortunately.
And then second bonus 15.
That will be enough. Go ahead and roll me damage.
5.
It seems to be glowing a little brighter as your energy bolt hits in the chest.
I'm also going to use my movement to then step back a little bit. Give Gareth space if he needs to keep backing up.
I gotcha. Alright, Jakku. You're doing Mortal Kombat on this giant's head.
Ooh.
I'm not going to lie here. This would be a great way for your character to die.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
I mean, falling 20 feet would definitely put your lights out. Just put
No,
it-
I'm saying
Oh, I know it will.
it would
so
be.
that's-
This would be a good way to die because you're fighting on top of a giant creature's head. That's epic in and of itself.
Yeah, well, it would absolutely be in vain if the other guys don't kill it. So,
True.
anyway, what's my turn?
Heartbeat.
The
You have a health potion.
what I have like in mind that would be absolutely awesome probably isn't the thing that I need to do, which is drink a health potion. But it would absolutely keep me from dying, but I also want to be cool. But I guess it can wait till next turn because I'm drinking a health potion. That is 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No, to drink a health potion, it's full action.
I thought that was feeding it to
that
someone.
is-
I swore that was feeding it to someone.
It's both.
Oh, well.
Because the thing is, it's not just a little elixir, a little vial or
Mm.
something. It's a full bottle. You're chugging it.
Oh, it is both. Okay. I double checked.
But go ahead and roll for me, Jakku.
Rolling.
Must have been a thing.
It has a little rolling the dice dot thing on my screen. I
Yep.
don't know what-
It's because you have
Alright.
3D dice enabled.
Woohoo!
You recover for 9.
Oh, what have I done?
No, it's just an action. You can still use a move.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a full. You burned it like dash.
No. You can. She still has bonus action and movement if she wants.
I have cunning, and I'll. Does my acrobatics thing still apply to the fact that I've been climbing this thing?
But
Seeker.
acrobatics. You're not using acrobatics to climb.
I know. I'm saying, am I still technically climbing because I'm on top of this creature's head?
You're hanging on to it until he makes an action to shake you loose. You are on it.
You're still considered climbing.
So, I mean, you can stand up on his head. That's what this guy's doing. Unless he starts moving around, you can stand up and fight. And when he starts moving around, you'll just have to make a save again.
Can I? It takes an action to ready a reaction action, right?
Right.
So I can't do that. Valuing my options.
Hold on.
I can't ready a dodge action, can I?
I think that's.
Nope.
Nope. So,
Uh, yeah. Can't.
Screw it. I'm gonna drop down back on his back and make a hide action as a bonus. Or cunning action, right? You can do that.
Yes.
This
This guy's gonna get ops on you when you do that, though.
I would also note to some. If you try doing a hiding, you've probably already noticed he still knows where you're at.
He missed as you descend down the back.
Yep. Now I have to roll stealth to make a hide action. Yes.
Yes.
Careful if he grabs you. Ooh.
Okay. You seem fairly stealthy.
She disappears from the narrative.
From the entire narrative. Never existed.
Ren, you're surrounded.
I'm
And
confused.
with Corva down and bleeding out over here, these guys are... Well, you're not sure what they're gonna do.
Looking at the big guy, what shape is he in?
If he was bloodied, he's definitely not showing it. He's still standing tall, not teetering in the least, though he has several of your arrows sticking out of his body. And obviously, you've seen Jakku running around, stabbing into his body as well. Aw, can no one hear me?
I
No,
can hear
no,
you.
I'm.
We can hear you.
It's the 26th.
Yeah, it's 26.
Oh, this is. Oh, trying to figure out. All right. Gonna drop the short bow, pull out a dagger, and then attack the guy in front of me.
Okay, fire away. You hit.
Jesus Christ. Those dex weapons.
It is bloodied.
Okay.
Black ichor gushes out as you withdraw your dagger.
This isn't gonna go well. Already used it.
You can only use it once?
Yes.
You-
None.
Your friends are in trouble. What do you do?
Role playing to the extreme, I see. Just hiding on the road. No, I'm just kidding.
Sithis. We can't hear you, Sithis.
Sethis.
He's activating, but I can't hear him.
Yep.
Try to restart Sithis.
Gotta restart again.
Like leave channel, come back into channel.
Yep. Usually works. Discord having issues. I'm okay with that because my stream's not having issues.
Still can't hear you, Sithis.
He isn't saying anything.
No, I saw him light up.
Nope, yeah, well, we can't hear shit. Okay.
Well, just for your reference, you were stealthing before. If you come out
Hello?
on... Oh,
There you
Can you
go.
hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Anyway,
Okay,
if I were
I
you-
said I moved to this side, still stealthing.
No.
Yeah.
Stay on this side. I'll let you peek over, but you gotta stay on this side if you want to get your stealth benefits. If you go on that
Okay.
side, it's safe.
I wasn't sure if I could peek or
Yeah,
if I
you-
had to actually move.
You'll know
Okay.
you're there once you fire, but yeah, you'll get a advantaged shot while you're stealth like that.
Would that guy still be in range?
Yes. Your short bow should have quite a bit of range on it. So go
Yeah,
ahead
sure.
and make me an attack. Yeah, you get 8 feet. Yeah, you easily hit your mark. Go ahead and roll me damage by clicking on the short bow. 6 damage. It appears to be bloodied as black ooze starts seeping out around the arrow wound.
D6 sneak attack.
You're right. You get sneak attack on top of that, so roll me an extra d6.
How do I do that?
Easiest way, you look in the top left, you see like the mouse icon, the paintbrush, all that stuff. There's one that looks like a dice.
There you go.
Basically, there you go.
I got it.
I'm not good enough
So
to
6-4.
So you nail it right in its head, just right in the head. It's still standing, but not for long.
Okay. I'll probably end it there.
Yep, count that arrow. Their turn. Alright. So these guys seem pretty chill with the carnage they've wrought so far, so they're gonna head on over here to this party. Party of fun times. We'll let the guards go first. See if any of these guys want to come down for more party. Alright, 3 damage on the guard. He's looking bloodied. This one's got to do it, both of them. And all of them miss. Yep. They're having a really tough time taking that guy on. So at this point, these guys are gonna do a fun little game of running around Ren and swatting at her.
Running
You guys
around
see-
the Rennie, pocket
No,
full
have
of
you
code.
guys seen that scene from Shaun of the Dead when they're like whacking the one fat zombie?
Yeah,
So
yeah, I remember that.
That's basically what's going on here.
So these are for the 2 guys currently flanking. Does a 15 hit?
AC of 15.
So only one gets you. Alright, 3 points of damage. And begins the line. So he moves there,
Oh,
moves
shit.
here,
Oh.
and they're gonna get advantage.
This is.
They're smart enough to do that.
Well, you'll also notice this guy keeps on staring at you, Ren. Perhaps it noticed all of them arrows. Anyway.
Not gonna say I don't deserve it.
Only one of them comes even close and it misses.
Ooh.
So this cluster fails. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna step back and let his buddy in. So one more.
Oh,
damage
come
attack.
on.
Can't say I didn't try. Oh, that's a crit.
Damn.
4 misses, then you get a crit.
Another 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Okay.
But hey, on the right side, they left the path for you to flee.
Right.
Should you decide?
And
This
taking
guy's
a
gonna
healing potion
step
and
up.
second wind.
I need to bring this guy to the front so we can see him. Okay. So Garrus is gonna move up there. This guy's gonna move out of needles. This guy's like YOLO needles.
Let's do some math.
How long do the needles last? Is that indefinite?
Yeah, I mean, as far as what I saw for the link for the caltrips, yeah, they just last like.
Oh, he doesn't take any damage. He was careful about it. By accident. Okay, so this guy's gonna try to attack you, Garrus.
Okay. Hit me, baby, one more time.
He was accidentally careful with his needle.
Yeah, he hits me. For 4 points of damage.
Popped a cherry this session. Cool.
Aw, yeah.
Alright, so Jakku, your stealth probably would have worked. Unfortunately, he has a helper on his head. So, helpers like YOLO, blah 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 blah, speaking stuff that you don't understand. It's very deep and guttural, the language it speaks. And you feel like it's not saying everything, but for whatever reason, the arm above you knows you're there.
Even with a natural 26?
Well, I mean, the point is, when someone sees you, your stealth is blown, and monsters can communicate to one another, just as you guys can communicate to one another to spoil stealth. But I will give it disadvantage. And it is a 13 versus AC.
He misses.
Okay.
I must say, I like the fact that no one sought to go to the upper part of the map.
Well, that was the original plan, but shit went south.
The 24 is gonna get you. 25. He gets 2 attacks. Oh. That's not completely accurate. But the point is, the hand still slaps you.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna
How much
hurt.
damage?
Making sure I'm doing it right. 23.
I am completely unconscious, and I'm going to probably fall, which means I'm going to take more damage.
Correct. Because its hand swats you against its body, you automatically feel things snapping and breaking. It makes you pass out from the blow. However, that's what knocks you out. You then obviously lose your grip and fall to the ground. You're about halfway down, so you only wind up taking about d6 of fall damage. But when you're unconscious, it doesn't matter. The point is, you take an automatic death fail from the fall.
Yep.
You are presently bleeding out, and you are down 1 save already. I think everyone has acted. The guards are going to keep trying.
Oh, the guards are still around?
Oh
Yeah.
shit! One got natural 20.
1 crit.
I'm kidding because they've just been off doing their own thing most of the bit.
Hey, they killed somebody. I'm proud of them.
Fighting this whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone else is having big group combats, and there's the guards just over there doing their own thing.
What about you?
I'm doing supporting fire over for Bran.
Uh-huh.
Too much. No offense. Anyway, Nova.
Right. Both of them hit, but one did a crit, heavily damaging the one it's fighting. One more needs to roll its damage save. Or damage, please. Alright. They're hanging tough. Not dead yet. Corva, I need another death save.
Don't die.
That's 2 fails automatically. One more and you're gonna be a goner. Garrus, your turn.
Well, take a wild guess what I'm doing.
I bet you're gonna make some more bodies.
That's the plan. Oh, oops! I didn't mean to roll twice. I'm sorry. It delayed for me.
It's fine. It hit. So roll me damage on this. 11's good. 11's good. Yeah. So you kill that one. That one's dead.
I hate to say this, but I think we need to speed this up, Garrus.
Oh, okay.
My bad for taking so long.
I'm gonna use action surge. I'm gonna reaction that for the next one steps into my space. I cleave it in half.
Okie doke. Mix's turn.
Boom. Sunbolt.
Okay. You miss.
Okay. Another Sunbolt.
That'll hit.
6 damage.
This one is bloodied.
Key point, another Sunbolt.
You just use your bonus action. Can you multiple sunbolt?
After using my action and another bonus action, I can key point and do another Sunbeam.
I think it has to be at the beginning. When you take the action, you turn, make a special action. Spend 1 key point to make the special attack twice. This bonus action. Yeah, you already burned your bonus action to use it. You can't burn it after the attack.
So still can't use the key point that I want to use.
Well, you have to declare at the start of the turn, right, Nova? If I'm understanding that right?
Well, you have to declare it at the start of the bonus.
Oh,
That's how Flurry of Blows works as well.
Gotcha.
But in addition to that, it kind of looks like you don't even get a bonus unless you use the key point period. I think you've been getting bonus attacks when you shouldn't have.
When you take the action on your turn and use the special attack, okay.
So I've been giving you extra attacks for free.
I'm sorry.
Shame on you.
I read it wrong myself.
So because I've been giving you bonuses, go ahead and mark off 1 point, please.
Of hit points?
No,
No,
just,
key point.
One
Okay.
key point.
I can do that.
Jakku, I need a death save. You just died. No, I'm kidding.
No, I just need one more and then I'll die.
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. Ren.
Oh, jinx me.
Yeah, you'll be fine. You'll get a 20 on your next turn.
Yeah. No, the next 3 turns.
Okay, so I would like to second wind.
Very solid plan.
Alright, so that is 1d10 plus.
We have officially hit 10 o'clock.
Wasn't my plan to go this late.
It had
Certain choices are making things go different.
Alright, gonna drop the dagger, pick up the short bow, and just hoof it away from these guys.
disengage or no?
Yeah, disengage.
You can't.
Flashborn. Oh, tabletop talk.
Oh no. I can already see the ant flanking and coming.
Shh. Into the bush!
Into the bush! Bush, protect me!
And you disengaged, yes.
Yes, yes. So I left my dagger behind, but that's okay.
And your bow.
No,
No,
she
I
picked
picked
up.
up the bow.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Jakku!
If I die, can I be looted, please? Just mainly for a roleplay thing.
Be up to the party.
Okay.
Keenan.
I'm probably going to take another shot on that guy this time.
Okay, this time it's just regular, as you have not hidden. So go ahead and give me a shot. That will miss, unfortunately. Be sure to keep track of your arrows. Anything else?
No.
Their turn. Well, obviously the party is this away. Because they know the way on
No delay.
Do you know the way?
No, it doesn't exist here.
Oh no.
Oh wait, shit.
Guys,
This
guys,
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The sad part is I just realized that could be an island. With
hush
that
and
there.
listen to the DM talk.
He's
He
counting.
can't
Count.
attack, so he's gonna have to dash action to get around behind you. He won't be able to attack you this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4,
He's
5,
counting. I can talk.
6. 1, 2,
When?
He's counting. I can talk.
Hush.
He's gonna have to dash. Box you in.
This is not good.
Alright, 2 of them have dashed. They will be unable to attack you. This one gets advantage. So we'll do
That was the one that dashed though.
No,
the
it's
one that dashed were the 2 on the far side.
It's not your turn.
I'm trying to make sure everything's going okay with the rules.
It's okay.
The 15 is going to have a 3 on it, so you will get hit by that one. 5 points of damage. 2 more guys get to attack you regular. And neither of them hit you as you manage to evade their claws narrowly. These guys are going to keep on fighting. This guard is barely hanging on. But he's going to keep holding. Meanwhile, the other 2 get a flank. And 1 gets a crit on him. 13 points of damage. Our guard has died.
No, Billy. Billy, come back.
Took both these guys turns. So now they're looking around.
You bastards!
Critting. So they're just gonna hang out, looking around for stuff. Actually, this guy's gonna go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move the corpse right there. He won't get to attack, but he'll just be hanging out. Alright. So the big one sees what's going on, and he's gonna reach up as this guy plops down into the palm of his hand, and he's gonna chuck him like a hard ball at Garrus.
Oh yeah. Does that count? Do I get the reaction to smack him in the face as he comes flying at me?
Technically, he would be within your range. So yes, and he is a living creature. You can technically kill him when he comes into your range.
Alright, I'm gonna swing my greatsword at his face.
Ready, action.
Well, first we'll see if he even, hits you.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Sorry, I'll take that roll then if he hits me.
You might get him. Alright. We'll see what happens. He's gonna get you. Hey! Alright, go ahead and let your attack go off.
Okay.
Alright, it's the 11. Gotcha.
Yeah. I probably missed, right?
Well, I'm checking. Yeah, that's actually just a bit shy. He hits your sword. He cleaves in 2, but he's still coming at you. And just smashes into you like a projectile. For the purposes of this guy, he's dead. But he's still gonna hit you for damage.
I remember you said they bled black ichor, so he just splattered all around the walls there.
Yep. I get knocked back from like the force of it.
And that.
Wait,
You're gonna take 5 points of damage as that thing smashes into you.
Okay.
Doesn't that creature count as an improvised weapon?
Yes.
So wouldn't he get disadvantage on it or something?
It does.
On the throw?
That look like.
Not in this case. But I have the damage for you.
I took 5 points, right?
Yes.
Alright.
And he's dead.
Okie dokie.
Building your wall.
That's right. Building the wall.
Well, that one kind of landed on the side, so it didn't really do anything
Yeah.
for the wall.
Well, I mean,
It pulverized.
yeah, the pieces are there if you scrape them, you know. It's cool. Let's bring this one to front, so that way we can just get him up in there. And he's gonna attack you, Garrus.
Okay. Swing, bada bada.
And miss horribly.
Okay.
Okay. And that is all the ones I care to do anything for. The last guard, the last man. He's gonna try to fight the one he's wounded. And miss. Poor guard. He's fighting a losing battle. Alright. So, step into my office.
Ta-da!
You wake up in the velvet room.
You can do it!
You wake up in the velvet room.
Oh no, your goddess is standing before you.
So, what can I do you for?
So, I am not quite sure what is the extent of power the god points can give me right now.
Not much anything a god can do without, I don't know, undoing everything everyone's done so far. So keep it specific to your character as best you can, or the world.
Oh yeah.
Like, try not to affect anyone else. Just you or the
Mhm.
world.
So one thing, okay, then I'm probably thinking a bit too small, but I don't care. So in theory, if I were to roll a critical, a natural 20 on my next death save, I get healed to 1 HP, quote unquote healed, and then I can act normally, or
Yes.
not. I don't remember.
Yep.
Okay then. I would like to trade a god point for doing exactly that, like a guaranteed natural 20 on my next death save.
Cool. You're granted. I'll go ahead and mark the god point. You are conscious at 1. You may take your turn now.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Alrighty. So
Run,
let me
motherfucker!
use casual. Let me just casually delete my failures, and there we go. Well, dead save failures. Other failures cannot be erased. I believe I need to lay on hands the shit out of myself. So I will use my action to heal 15 points of health.
Alrighty. Sounds good.
And
Anything else?
Still got movement.
Half of it,
Uh-huh.
if you stand up.
oh yeah.
You are unconscious on the ground. Your shield and sword are lying beside you. You can scoop up one of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure that my shield will be strapped to my hand. Like
That would be
it takes
a false assumption.
it takes like a whole action to.
I'll let you pick it up or drop it as freely as you wish, but it's not going to be strapped to your arm. Because then begs the question, how do you doff it mid-combat?
Wait, I'm confused now. So,
Don't
do
worry
I or
about
do
the
I not?
mechanics. Just know that your shield and sword are on the ground beside you.
I take the shield.
Okie doke. And you're standing up, yeah?
Oh,
I think
I
you
believe in-
missed.
You can't move through that corner. You'll have to move around it.
I guess I will avoid the puddle of oil.
Okay.
You skipped Ashclaw.
Did I?
Mhm.
Oh, I accidentally pressed the arrow key too many
Yep.
times, didn't I?
that's okay. I'll just take my turn and then off to Anixa. Second wind. Well, that was a waste of a second wind, but YOLO. So that's
Plus
three total.
Yeah. Feeling good. Let's just get. That's too. That's too gray. Let's put it dark.
Okay, let me just
Sword
adjust.
right here. The sword just sitting there, looking all dainty like. Just a big old sword, just perfect.
That's a very swordy sword.
Yep, looks pretty swordy. Okay. Oh right, you're killing that guy. Roll me damage. Oh, look at that! You killed that guy too. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Compass in the Garrus is fucking meat emporium. We got corpses everywhere.
Yep. All the bodies.
How many is it now? Noah? 5, 6? I've lost count at this point.
I mean, I'll pull the bodies out when it becomes necessary, but
I'm curious.
it's looking kind of gritty.
Okay. And then with that, I'm gonna take a step back, actually, like away.
Yeah. All right, Nixia.
Alright. I'm gonna go 3 sunbolts, key point used.
Gotcha. Go ahead and fire. Miss. Miss. And. Uh-oh. Roll me damage. Garrus, you take 3 points of radiant.
Shit, sorry!
I'm spending a god point to counteract that.
Okay. I will mark it.
God damn it.
It was going to happen at some point.
I knew that was gonna happen at some point. I'm
It
like,
was
why
going
am
to
I
happen
letting?
at some
Why am I
point.
letting you just? I have 1 god point left. Why am I letting you just swing him?
It's like God thanks you for the quick purchase.
Can I use that to heal 3 points of damage?
On your turn.
No, but like, was that something I could have done? It's already too late.
Just
I know.
absorb the radiant damage into your heart and get stronger from it.
I mean, on your turn, we'll negotiate if that's what you want to consider. Anything else, Anixia?
Keep moving back. Keep our distance as best we can.
Do you wanna up? Okay, cool.
Up?
Nothing. Chakuth!
Oh,
You're dying
fuck
on
you.
the floor. He sent me a PM. Oh, do you not know how to whisper? Okay.
No, I don't.
I will peek over here.
Just a yes or no. So quiet.
Yeah, I'd be willing to go with that.
Sweet. Okay, I'll roll a death save.
Okie
Ah, you jinxed me!
Looks like you won't need it. Well,
Might not, but I'm still
Yet.
keeping it on standby.
You are back at 1 HP.
Surrounded by hostiles.
I am?
Yes!
Yeah.
Natural 20
Yeah.
brings you all the way back to
Oh!
1 HP.
Fuck!
Fuck.
You basically just did.
I mean, yay! Okay.
Alternative is death.
I'll be right back and
You
going to
have
grab a drink.
movement and bonus action, right?
you are lying down on the ground. Your rapier has been chucked. One, two,
I'm gonna stand up.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Your rapier's right here, by the way.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stand up.
Okay, you're standing. Always have your
I'm going to,
This big red blop, just big old rapier. Looks like a great sword from Final
I
Fantasy or
was
something.
drawing something
I'm
and you
about
ruined
to
my
draw one.
drawing.
I'm gonna go get it.
You're gonna go get it.
You risk attack of opportunity. You risk attack of pop.
No, technically, not really.
And I'm going to pick it up and attack him. The big guy.
Okie doke. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Perfect. You stab his foot. Roll me damage.
I'm very angry.
Yes. Good deal. Good deal indeed. Anything else, Jakku?
That would be it.
Ren, it is your turn. You are surrounded by enemies.
I'm thinking I'm gonna climb the building.
You're gonna disengage.
Okay. Give me an athletics. It's not the greatest, but it'll be enough to get you up there on the wall at least. 15 feet up,
Okay.
and they will all swipe at you with
Oh. Okay. Shoot.
You should have said disengage.
How do you disengage up a wall?
So
You can.
one hits you
It's
with an 18.
counts as movement, so you can disengage.
That was the two guys with advantage. So one hits you. Two points of damage. Then the last three just have regular shots. Only one's gonna hit you with a 17. For 5 more points of damage. Okay, you are now halfway up the 30-foot tall roof.
Alrighty.
And we'll move to Keenan. Keenan, you're chilling out. You're not hidden presently, but they seem to be preoccupied.
I think I'm gonna attack this guy.
Alright. Let's go ahead and move you right here. You'll still be on the low side of the roof, but you'll have a much better shot.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and fire away for me. And that is not going to penetrate. You actually hit the ground near him. So count the arrow. Anything else?
No. Unless I can hide. But I figure that would take an action.
That would. Their turn. Ren is climbing up. They see Corva though.
Oh, oh no.
Hey, Corva!
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do that. All of them get advantage, but we'll do the first 4 first. You hit /W space and then whoever you wish to whisper to. For the GM, try GM.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Okay.
And I'm never gonna dance again.
One's
Guilty
a
feet, I got
20.
no rhythm.
He's got
Another
one.
one's a 20. Another one's a 17, and another one's a 20.
Don't even bother.
Well, we still gotta roll it out. They might roll low.
He's got 1 HP.
No, I got 16, but
Yeah, he,
two
Oh.
crits.
Oh, okay.
he healed himself a good chunk. They might not take him down. Let's see here. So 1d6, 3d6, 4d6, 6d6. $21 points. That'll put you on your booty.
Hello?
Hello.
See, there we go.
Hello. The 21 points of damage will probably bring you down.
Yeah.
This guy right here would have moved into flank, but since he can't, I guess he's looking around for the person that tried shooting him earlier.
Dun.
So they all kind of look over this direction. They all kind of see Ren halfway up the wall. So they got decisions next turn.
They can, but they don't. I'm not sure they can see Keenan right now because he's still hiding.
It's not about sight. Until she hides, they are aware that that's where she is.
She's hid already and stayed hidden.
No,
She's been
she's
shooting
been
stuff.
shooting arrows.
Yeah. That's right. I figured about that.
Okay. So we started right there. We're going to go to the guard that's still standing. He's currently being flanked.
They've been providing cover fire for a while now.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Not that I hit more than once.
That's not going to have a single hit. The guard holds strong despite being flanked and badly injured.
Yay, guard!
That guard's name is Fred for some reason. I just have a feeling.
No, his name is Frank. Frank West.
I like that. I'll do that.
Anyway, this guy's going to come up. Because why not? This guy's going to come up. He's not on the ceiling, but
They only have 10 movement speed, you know.
the stacks are big.
It's kind of difficult terrain, so I don't think he can get past there.
Technically, he can, because difficult terrain just doubles your movement.
He also gets 10 movement speed, though.
But
Only
he,
if he goes slow.
No, he only has 10 movement speed because of caltrops. That's all
no,
he has.
unless if he doesn't save it. If he got through without failing to save, he didn't
Yeah,
get injured.
anyone who failed to save.
But he didn't fail to save.
I don't know. I couldn't tell.
Anyway, bringing this guy to the front so that way he's on top of the pile.
There's no way to mark it and tell.
And this one guy is going to try to hit Garrus.
Okay.
Misses horribly.
Okay. I'm surprised this is working as well as I thought it would.
No, surprisingly.
I was going to get forced back really quick, but I'm actually like holding my own over here fairly decently. Except for the radiant bolts in my back, but besides that.
Alright, so they went. Alright. These guys are like, we gotta mess you up. So they're gonna surround Jakku as best they can. And Jakku, what's your AC?
14, so one hits.
Alright, so
Nope.
both of them hit. These guys are the flankers.
Plus
oh,
3.
you're right. Only one of them flanks. What was I doing with the other two? Oh, right. They get regular attacks. Yep, so only 2 of them hit you. One got advantage, and the other 2 had regulars.
So just 2 hits.
And because I have 1 HP, I'm down.
Alright.
But your death saves restarted, thankfully.
It's true. Now...
Did I get skipped?
Not yet.
No, not yet, man.
It's
Oh,
just
I was
very
looking at the
slow
turn
turn orders.
Okay.
Wait a second. Guys,
Hmm.
did I skip Keenan?
I think
No,
It
Keenan
looks
shot
like-
an arrow. Right, you shot an arrow, and then they all kept on hitting Ren until Ren ran, then they all went after Corvo. It's just a really long turn, because there's so many of them.
Okay.
Okay. But they're the big guy. Something's changed. The orb keeps on staticking and the wind's picking up. It's now a heavy wind. Ranged attacks will be at disadvantage because the wind is so bad now.
Oh.
even magic.
Magic. I'll have to look that up. That might not be affected.
Especially if it's like key magic. I'm not even sure if it counts as magic.
For your ranged attacks, it definitely matters.
So in other words, my options are die or hide out till the end of the fight.
Sounds legit. Very plausible. It's not looking good. Alright. Strong wind imposes disadvantage on all ranged weapon attack rolls.
Mine's an ability feature.
Alright. So yep, bad times. But anyway, there's another thing coming.
What?
I don't want to leave this fight, guy.
I kind of want to leave it too now. My character's thinking about that too.
I knew I should have stayed and protected the bar.
No, it's okay. I drank alcohol. Oh wait, you don't know that.
Darn, that's the important part I was wanting to protect.
She drunk it on her way out, because she was the last one to leave.
Well, I figured she'd finish what she had, and maybe it was left on the bar, but I didn't figure she'd drink the whole 4 kegs behind the thing.
Garrus,
Yes.
you're looking and seeing this horrible visage.
Oh, yes.
In the wind, the hood of the creature has been blown back. You see it has a very misshapen head, with a nose where its ear should be, with an ear on top of its head, a singular eyeball on both sides of its head, and a wicked jaw rode with teeth, and you're not quite sure where the lips are. Very misshapen and oblong in shape. It turns and looks at you. I need you to make a charisma save.
Shit.
I fucked.
Wait, is it?
I have -1 in charisma, guys.
You can try.
Does that help?
That is unfortunately not going to be enough to beat the 14 you needed. The following occurs. As the beast turns to look at you, you feel entranced, overwhelmed, and very similar to having held the Orb of Malice. You are overcome with a sense of dread and terror, that which threatens to drive you insane. You take
God point.
28 psychic. Ah,
God point to destroy the effects.
the effects.
Well, yeah, like to break the trance. Like I failed the save, I would like to use the God point to make the save work.
Okay. So, yep, God point cashed. You have succeeded the save.
Okay,
You
time
did
to leave. I am not dealing with that.
You still take half that damage though on a save.
Ah.
And fortunately, you're able to shake off the remaining effects so as not to be further engulfed by what was coming.
It's okay. 14's enough to put me down.
Oh.
Yeah, if I wasn't, yeah. So I'm out.
Well, you still avoid the worst of it. It got worse.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Okay. Cool.
You're unconscious for the moment.
Am I like dying or just unconscious?
Oh yeah, you are totally dying.
Okay.
Your mind is now in a struggle. No one else can see this except for you, but you are currently battling demons in your mind, fighting for your sanity and your right to live as your very soul is probably getting sucked out. So you're going to be making death saves, and we'll see what happens. Alright. Well, that's all their turns.
God turn.
Yep, he's going to do his best. He will succeed. Is that enough? It will be enough. He kills another one. Corva! I need a death save. And success. Garrus, I need a death save.
Failure. Hello?
Hello.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Anixia, one of your comrades went down. He didn't seem to get hurt, but you did notice he was screaming in some sort of terror as he was going. So.
Okay. Go up to him, pop a healing potion in his mouth, heal him up with the healing potion.
Yep.
Will that heal me, or is that just stabilizing?
It heals you.
It'll heal.
Oh!
Go from, 2d4 plus 2.
Huzzah! I want to get one shot by these guys. 2d4 plus 2. Okay.
Yep.
So, first d4. Fuck me. Second d4. Fuck. 5 points of health. Ooh.
You're back.
Better than
You're
nothing.
conscious on the ground. Your sword and shield are by you.
And then,
Great
And you
hand.
still have a health potion on you, so.
with the rest of my movement, while he's waking up, I'm grabbing him and I'm bolting with him. Half my movement speed.
Okay. Have speed. You
Yep.
can drag him, assuming he wants to go.
Yes, I would love to go.
So,
Alright.
20 feet.
Yeah, but take these squares. As opposed to moving straight through a building. Yeah.
Well, he can move right there because I'd be like.
He is always behind you as you are dragging him.
Yep. Keep hitting. I'm going to keep running.
God, this can
He's
turn it.
swinging a sword that actually got left back there, along with the shield.
I don't have a shield, but yeah, I lost my great sword.
Oh, your great sword. Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and doodle me a picture if you would. Ooh,
Totally.
and a
I don't
death
care.
save.
I promised I'd save your life.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
It's like, I'm not having another brother die on me.
We're gonna have a hard stop really quick here. Like within the next 20 minutes, hard stop no matter what.
Okay.
I am not an artist.
It looks kind of like a penis if it's, yeah.
Oh, come on. That's like that worse than a torch. Come on.
Now it looks a bit more like a torch. It looks like a penis at first.
Well, that's because I intentionally drew a penis.
Oh, okay.
Alright, sweet penis. Jakku, did you make a death save for me?
Let's see.
One fail. Ren, you're on the side of a building.
I'd like to climb up to the top of the building.
Give me an athletics.
That was the longest turn. It's like someone isn't
Yep.
keeping track of time.
Yeah, I
Crap,
know.
that's me.
The bad guys' turns get kind of long, though, because there's so many of them. But Ren, you easily make it to the top of the building. You burn most of your movement. You don't really have any left unless you dash.
I am not sure what to do. I'm thinking that we need a god point, but I don't know what for.
God, man,
That
this
is the
go away.
question.
Go away, God points. Give it the go away.
God points, who needs those?
like
Let's use them all today.
What are you saying, Nova?
I'd be willing to let you have an intelligence check if you wish to maybe get an idea.
Yeah, let's do an intelligence check.
You know, it'd be nice having backup. Backup sure would be nice right now.
God point, I would like us to get some backup.
I call Fred.
A lot.
Sure thing, man.
Is God now a hippie?
I call Father Frederick.
Oh no.
Oh, there it goes.
Alright. Let's see if the people you've been helping can hold their soul. Marking the god point. You've burned your action.
Okay.
As you guys are fighting and things are looking bad, your allies that you've been helping over the past few sessions have come. We'll see what they can do. Keenan, what would you like to do?
I think I'm just gonna hop down and go back to stealth. Seeing how they have a rough idea where I am, I might as well hop down and...
25 feet is a bit high of a hop down. You can try climbing down.
Well, that would probably be the better idea, yeah.
Give me an athletics roll, please. Yep, you easily begin your journey down, let's see, 15 feet. Yeah, so you'll only be about 6 feet from the ground. You can just drop down for free, no damage.
And that counts as a movement?
Yes, you have burned
Okay,
your
so
move.
I can still stealth.
Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll see you're hiding in that bush. Stealth me.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of going for.
Sounds like a solid plan. God point spent. Man, good thing I reminded you guys of these.
Sadly, I don't have... Sadly, I spent all of mine last session, totally.
Yeah,
That is
Right.
not an old hag.
Well, and all of mine this session as well.
anyway.
All of them I've ever had have been spent.
Okay, GC.
So, these guys will rowdy the troops, get up on... Oops, that was the whale, my bad. Get up on the physician. This guy's like, F, let's do this. Oh, he'll stay there. The guard's still alive. They kill. Well, Puss in Boots is gonna chill out there. This one's gonna run for Fred. This one's also gonna run for Fred.
Go, Fred, go! Go, Fred, go!
Obviously, this one's gonna try to hack at the downed man.
Oh no. Wait, I'm on the ground. Does that mean they have disadvantage on a melee attack?
They do.
They have advantage on a melee attack.
That's right. Disadvantage on
Oh. Oh, that's right. Well, it was nice knowing you guys. Yep.
The 18's gonna get you. Oh, right, that was this one attack.
I think it's
Anyway.
gonna count it as the monster's initiative. They're gonna attack on the same time.
2 points of damage.
Oh!
I'm alive!
I'm alive!
Still alive.
I can't physically move, but I'm alive!
You still got that second wind, right?
No, I burned it.
Shit.
Yeah.
You still got that health potion, don't you?
What health potion? You gave me a health potion?
We gave everyone
Yeah.
a health potion.
Everyone got a health potion.
Oh.
Well, thanks for telling us.
Sorry, I thought I did. My bad.
I thought I told you guys. I said everyone gets a health
No,
potion.
you guys were planning it, but I didn't know it was like committed and Nova approved and all that fun stuff.
It is.
I
Everyone
could've
gets-
sworn I
made,
typed
like,
something.
5
We made
potions.
5. Yeah.
And 2 of them have been consumed.
Yep. Gothic had her own already, but everyone else has health with it.
Next, I used hers up, so
I used
Garrus?
mine up saving you, Garrus.
Hooray.
Anyway, let's see if any of these guys kill your confidants.
Better not. Holy shit.
That'll hit. That won't. That one of them hits it.
Peanut butter friend time, peanut butter friend time.
Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? There he go. There
Stop.
He
The one's on Fred.
go. I'm sorry.
2 of them hit. One on the soldier is going to move for flank. Not hit.
Hush.
That is all of them,
I'm allowed to laugh.
more or less. Odin Town Guard, as well as your NPC helpers. He's going to turn towards the one striking you. He's going to hit.
Eee.
Also, something I announced, but I guess we all kind of forgot. You can only use 1 god point per session.
Oh.
Together or just
Yeah.
one per person?
Wait.
No, per person.
Okay.
1.
Per person.
1 per session.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Precision per person.
Yep, per person.
Precision.
Alright, Fred's obviously gonna do Fred thing. Fortunately, Fred's kind of feeling off. Yep, see you later, Keenan.
Bye bye.
Good night.
Bye.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
I didn't want to leave because we did agree that we'd stay, but I'm like, it's past the time we agreed by quite a bit.
Yeah.
Good.
No, it's no, it's fair.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
doesn't normally happen at all. Well,
That's what
actually, it
she
happens
said.
Well,
every. Actually, let's be honest. It happens almost every session. We go a little bit over.
Not this far over.
Yeah. Well, in our defense, we haven't fought an army before yet.
Yeah, this is the first fight in an army. And we have really low.
I know, I'm joking. No.
Thinking noises.
Yeah, let's save some time. Yeah, we're gonna cut to the chase. We went too far over.
Okay.
So, none of the rest of you, with the exception of those of you lying on the ground dying, are gonna die. So, let's just get death saves. Corva, you first.
Oh,
fail.
great. Where did this happen before?
I'm sorry, buddy.
Roll again. One success. Roll again. Two successes.
Ta-da.
Save.
That's three.
Save
Yeah.
yourself. Okay. Sable. Jakku, your turn. One success. One fail. Two fail. Are you
I'm
dead?
dead.
Oh.
Who has passed on? And since you didn't use your god point, I know what you're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
But you're gonna have to pick which one you want.
I'm gonna do the first one.
Alright, first one it is. Jakku's gonna pass on. But you'll probably get a more helpful comrade in the near future.
Okay.
Now, let's see here. As for you guys, Letheo's gonna step in, laugh at your helplessness, and proceed to slay these guys. As the rest of your confidants are.
What help?
All of these dudes die. All of these dudes around Fred, including these guys, die, leaving only the big one. When the big one's the only one left, and the storm is at its highest tempest, it vanishes with a evil laughter.
Motherfucker!
Damn it.
Yeah, you guys just had to kill all the little ones.
Aw.
Anyway.
Sorry, Jakku.
So one victim, but everyone else was spared.
Yay, safety.
Let's go ahead and switch back to more pleasant things.
Oh, quick question, Nova. Do I ever cover my greatsword?
Yes.
Yay!
Alright.
But arrows, for those of you who had arrows, obviously those are half missing,
Do you
unless you're
wanna
looking for them.
update Jakku to the new picture as well?
That'll be fine.
Okay. 4 dead in this campaign. Good job, everyone.
So, we're gonna call it there, and let's do rewards real quick.
I don't get it.
Well, you do, but obviously you're losing all that you've accrued so far. Alright, so 5 downtime days for everyone for making it through the session. 1 extra magic point for everybody, including the dead people, as well as 5 downtime days. This is for everyone. Even dead people get 2 leveling checkpoints. Yeah, they'll be fine. And obviously Jakku has used up the last of the god point. So those will not be transferring over. Otherwise, god points normally would transfer.
So, okay.
But all renown is lost. All magic points are lost. And all the downtime days, except for the 5 you've accrued, are also lost.
So we get renowned towards Odintown?
I'm getting to that.
Oh,
Those
sorry.
of you who get God points: Gwen, Coeen, Gothic, and Garrus. Ashclaw gets a God point as well.
Yay!
All right. Those were the God points. Next up, Odin Town Renown. You guys were seen fighting and fought valiantly. Everyone gets +4 renown for Odin Town. With the
Okay.
exception of dead characters.
That's 6 now. Damn.
Wait,
Wait, +4?
+4.
I'm sorry.
Yes, +4.
seen,
We just saved the town. We get +4.
Hooray!
did we?
So dead
Well,
characters don't get the renown,
Nope.
even though they gave their life.
Yes.
Yep.
No?
You get your life. You're coming in as a stranger danger. You may have been there to witness the events. It just depends on what your backstory is. Maybe
Okay.
you are naturally a Odin Town resident, and that may come into play as well. It just depends on the backstory you want to do. But that's all the rewards. You guys have lost the orb. What
No, I mean,
consequences will come of that? Who knows?
sorry. I mean the renown for Jakuth. He doesn't get any.
I mean, yeah, you can get renown, but the character is dead, so
He'll be remembered.
I'll put it down. I'll put it down that the character
Yeah.
gets renown.
Yeah, so that's 7 renown towards Stendar.
Get a statue of a giant cat.
Did we
Yeah,
get-
more like a tiny,
Oh wait, did we get
unimportant
any
plaque.
renown towards Stengon Hassel?
No,
Okay.
the Staganchas are on the other side of the island. They don't know what's going on.
True
They'll
that.
probably hear about it, but it doesn't affect them any. Let's see here. So did anyone level up?
Magic points
I
are given, right? I do too.
Kerba did.
You get one
So
match
those of you who leveled up, you guys get 75 gold apiece.
Woo!
already added it. Mm-hmm.
I'll go ahead and update Keenan as well. Save him some time.
point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, kind of a bummer. We went a bit too long. I figured the party would either die, run away, or figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And we divided, didn't quite conquer, and things just...
I feel like combat-wise we did really well for that encounter, though.
Yeah.
Everyone played to their strengths, and the boxing in the corner was definitely good until he was bloodied. You guys bloodied the giant, and that's why he started using his other thing.
Oh shit, we reached
I got a
bloody.
question.
Good job, everyone.
Had you killed the giant, that would have worked for ending the encounter as well. I had accounted for both. Well, thanks for playing, everybody, and we'll give it a shot again next week.
Bye
Be
bye.
seeing
wonder.
you.
Bye everyone on
What's
stream.
gonna happen?